Hello and welcome to another episode of my Football Manager 2019 career where we're playing as the mighty Blyth Spartans. And so far we've played, this is season number 3 and we've moved up one division. So it's not too bad, could have been better, but could also have been much worse. We currently find ourselves in the Vanarama National League. And if I remember rightly, last session was not the best one I've ever had. Let's have a look at the old fixtures list. Yeah, so as you can see, the season started off very well with a whole bunch of wins, a few draws here and there. And then we had last session, which was just a whole lot of losing and a few draws. And then finally, we managed to scrape ourselves a win against Hartlepool and finish the session on a high. After all of this, it was bad. It was so bad. We were missing some key players, though, in my defence. And squad depth is not the best at this level. But we are starting the session today with an FA Cup 4th round qualifier against Telford. So I'm feeling fairly positive about that. I think, if I remember rightly, Telford are in the division below us. Let's just double check. Yeah, they're in the Vanarama National League North, where we have so recently left. So I think we've got a fair old chance of grabbing ourselves a win. And we very, very much need a win. Because we need to improve team morale. So I'm just... he should be a backup. Okay, that's fine. Just progressing through to match day on Saturday. I was almost there. I was trying to get that done before I started the stream. I was looking at the clock and the time ticking away. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to have to start. So we'll just have a couple of days worth of clicking through stuff before we can start the match, but we will be on it very shortly. Okay, so here we go. Blyth face AFC Telford in FA Cup clash. And newly promoted Blyth's home advantage gives us the edge. That's going to be handy. Let's hope it's enough for us to get a win. So who am I missing at the moment? I'm going to have to check my squad because I was ill last week, so I missed streaming this last Friday. So it's hard for me to remember exactly where we were standing. We're just going to praise all these players that are training well. Let's hope that translates into performing well on the field. We'll give Luke Lyons some praise as well. There you go. Good lads. Kieran Evans, that's appalling. 5.8. Jesus. Get out of it. Right, okay, let's have a quick look at the squad and see where we're at. Oh, yeah, Sangare suspended. Of course he is. He loves picking up cards, doesn't he? Oh, we're allowed 2 extra subs for this match, so let's put in a sub keeper for a change. We generally live life right on the edge, going out without any sub keeper at all. We'll just stick a defender in goal if it happens, but generally you don't tend to have keeper injuries that much. It's not cost me anything so far. Ryland says, does this game support women's teams? So I know they've only just started doing that on FIFA, but I'm not sure if that exists in Football Manager yet. I would imagine it probably won't take too long before that occurs. But the thing with Football Manager is they rely on a huge scouting network of volunteers and professionals and that give the company that makes it, Sports Interactive, information on the players. So it's as accurate as possible to real life. So what would be required for them to do that would be an equivalent network set up for women's football, which I'm sure would be possible at some point. So I don't think it exists yet. I haven't actually looked for it in this version, but I would imagine it's not too far off. Women's football has been growing in popularity. Right, let's see. Who else would I slap on the subs bench? God, I really don't know. I guess a midfielder. Let's get Sean Reed on the bench, and then I've got to take Sangare off. Let's get Reed on for Sangare, and Sangare swapped for either Connor Oliver or Callum Nicholas. Let's go with Connor Oliver. Okay. Let's continue. We're almost ready for the match. Oh, of course it wants to do a save, doesn't it? Of course it does. But on the upside, that means the match is almost upon us. Hopefully the voice will hold out today, but as usual, I will be doing my best attempt at match commentary. So recently we've dropped Lyons from the first team. He was not performing too well. His average rating in the last 5 games is only 6.42, which is pretty bad. So that gave Deshaun Bernard a look in again. He's only on a 6.98, although that is better than Lyons. But it's not amazing. But I think apart from one change in midfield, we've pretty much got the first team out. Let's give him give him a match in the under-23s since he's suspended, and we'll make Sean Reed unavailable. There we go. So I'm hoping the team should be hopefully working all right together. We have made some new signings this season. It looked like things were going pretty well at the start. It looked like they gelled nicely, and then as time has worn on, things have gone a little bit downhill. But it could be that we were just facing some tough teams. And if I remember rightly, I looked at this session, and most of this session is going to be against tough teams as well. Yeah, Ebbsfleet, York, Billericay. Oh God. Yeah, we're going to have a rough old time. Let's hope that the match against Telford is a good one. We need this to be a spectacular victory, just for my morale as well as the rest of the team. Right, that looks good for me. I'm going with it. Let's launch. Okay. Looks like Telford are playing a classic 4-4-2. Oh, of course, they've got Udo up front. He's pretty good, him. Right, let's give the players a morale boost. Oh, that was a terrible talk. Damn it, Tony. Why do I listen to you? All right, let's kick off. So we're at Croft Park on home soil. And no doubt it will start raining soon. But we're off. And the match is underway. What will we have in store for us in the next 90 minutes? Hopefully a highlight for us. No, starts off with a highlight for Telford. Oh, Hargreaves with a decent effort from the free kick there, just outside the 18-yard box, but saved by Luke O'Reilly. Good man. But they're still in possession. It's not over yet. Dennehy playing it out wide to that dangerous man, Udo. We want to keep an eye on him at all times. He's definitely capable of banging in goals. All right, let's go for a demand more. We're 4 minutes in. It's already time to start screaming at the lads. They're not impressing me so far. 24% of the ball. Oh, God. Right, here we go. Michael Little with a free kick. Sprays it wide of the post. No change there. We're not the best at set pieces, are we? Right, okay. 41% we're up to now. Still not a single shot on target for Blyth. Not great. Des Prez looping the ball over. Finds Bradley Fuster. Bradley greedily takes the shot for himself. And it's saved by the keeper. But really, in my opinion, he should have played it square to Dan Maguire for a tap-in. But he was too greedy that time. Disappointment. Let's go for another demand more. I expect them to be doing better than this against a team from the division below. I know we only just got promoted, so we shouldn't expect too much from ourselves, but you know, you got to aim high. You can't aim for second best. Sinclair Smith there with the volley, saved by O'Reilly, but he takes the rebound, and it is a goal for Telford. We're 1-0 down already, and this is bad news. This is very bad news. Perry there, providing a pass out wide to Hargreaves on the right wing, puts the cross in, and the defence completely caught napping by Sinclair Smith, and he takes the shot and finishes his own rebound. O'Reilly can only shake his head at the men in front of him in disappointment. Hargreaves now with a free kick over the bar, to my relief. Damn, we're demanding more so much. We expect more. 37 minutes of football played. Cavallo, the Brazilian, playing out to the left flank, finding Michael Little. Can he put a cross in? He can't. Can Des Prez? He picks up the ball. He's inside the 18-yard box, and the American has a shot for himself, but it's not on target. It goes wide of the post, and that will be a goal kick to Telford. Punted upfield, finding Udo. Tackled by the Blyth midfield though. Des Perez finding Dan Maguire, who plays it back safely to Bernard, who goes for the long ball attempt, but only finding Morris of Telford. Now Udo. What's he going to do? Udo tries for the wing. Oh, Hargreaves has picked it up thanks to the mistake from the Blyth wing back. And that was, we got off lightly there. I feel that could have been another goal. So, at the moment, we are 1-0 down as we're approaching half-time. Leighton Egan's picks up a yellow card. Let's tell him to ease off tackles a bit. But this is disappointing stuff. Des Perez steps up for a free kick for Blyth. Loops it in, almost finds a header. Lang. Kefalos! The new signing for this season, the Greek centre-back. Kefalos has just scored an equaliser with seconds to go before the half-time whistle. And that is a vital goal for Blyth. Here we go. Defensive error, I'd say. That actually looked like an own goal. But I'm pretty sure Kefalos is claiming it. That's his second goal of the season. Fantastic stuff. We have an equaliser. It's not all doom and gloom here at Croft Park. Well, what do you know, eh? We need our strikers to step up, though. They're not really up to much at the minute, are they? Oh, no, here we go. Hargreaves with another free kick just outside the 18-yard box. And he goes for goal. Doesn't find the mark this time, thankfully. So we will go into the half-time team talk at 1-1 here at Croft Park. And yeah, I'm pretty nervous about this, to be honest. Stats not really looking in our favour, are they? 6 shots on target for Telford and only 2 for Blyth. They have had more possession than us as well. Not that that is everything, but it's something here. Okay, morale boost. No, Tony. No, Tony. We're not having a morale boost. That didn't work at the start of the match. We're going for an aggressive half-time bollocking. There we go. That's what we wanted. Team looking fired up. Get out there and play some football instead of all this messing around you've been doing. Let's see if that makes the difference. And we have kicked off. Still no rain. I think that's going against us. We're better suited to the boggy, rainy conditions that we're used to seeing at Croft Park. Perhaps our long ball style of football not playing so well in the dry. There's Perez picking up a yellow as well. Constant problems with discipline, this team. Never mind. Okay, what's going on here? Hargreaves again. That man's been involved in so much for Telford. But it looks like we've got the possession. Lang at the back for Blyth. Is he gonna play a long ball? He's running it upfield to the midfield. Plays it to the Brazilian Carvalho. He does try a punt upfield, but only finds a red shirt, unfortunately. And it's back in the possession of Telford. Hargreaves once again surging up the wing. Nobody really wanting to try for a tackle. Fanian with a cross to Sinclair Smith, who's wide open for the head. And it's another goal for Telford. We are 2-1 down. Finlay Sinclair Smith with his 3rd goal of the season. And Hargreaves once more involved in that bit of play, providing the pass to Fanian, who made the cross to Sinclair. And it looks like my defence are just half asleep. So we're going to go for another demand more. This is absolutely pathetic. Are we really going out of the cup this early? We need a half-decent cup run to make some money. We can't afford to be going out this early, lads. What is this? What is this? 2-1 down. Can we substitute anyone that's going to make a difference? So Deshaun Bernard is having a nightmare of a game. Do you know what? He's coming off. He's coming off. He's not doing well enough. And who's getting the nod? Well, there's only one man that can play that position. So it looks like Luke Lyons is back in, despite the fact that he's not been in the best form of late either. Also, Carvalho's only playing a 6.3 as well, and that's very disappointing stuff from the Brazilian. But I'll leave him on a little bit longer. Maybe he's got a bit of Samba magic in him yet. All right, go on, Lions. I've got faith. Go out and make a difference, mate. Hey, Cold Steel. Yes, they scored twice, in fact. They're all over us like a rash. It's not going well. But you know, it could all change. There's minutes to go. Oh, another booking. Oh, no, it's not. It's just telling Michael Liddell to ease off. We've done that. Right, I'm going for another demand more. This is this the first game? I think this is the first cup match. Yeah. It's a 4th round qualifier for the FA Cup. First one this season, and it's not going well for us. I think we're going out immediately. And we're coming up to the 80th minute now, and I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to have to go all out here. Oh, hold on. Let's see what this highlight has in store for us first. So Hargreaves again, playing a long ball, intercepted by Egan. Leighton Egan turning it around, taking it upfield, playing it to Reed. Now Reed to Des Perez. The American punting the ball upfield, finding the foot of Bradley Fuster, who scores a spectacular goal in the 82nd minute. And we needed that. We needed that, Bradley. 4th goal of the season there. And what a ball from the American to make that goal-scoring opportunity for Bradley Fuster. There it is, over the top of the defence. The red shirts caught napping. And the left foot of Bradley Fuster there, finding the net. Barnes left stranded. And we needed that goal so badly. So badly. Let's give the lads some praise after that. It's been demand more all match so far. We'll switch it up, give them some praise, and hope that there's another goal in us before full time. 83 minutes of football played. Reed makes the tackle in midfield. Also going for a long ball there, finding Bradley Fuster. What's Bradley Fuster going to do with it? Plays it out to Egan, as Egan got a cross in him. Tries, but he's closed down by the defence. Sean Reed picking the ball up, keeping the move going. Cavallo back to Reed. Reed over the top to Bradley Fuster, and what a goal! Oh, but it's disallowed for offside. Bradley. Oh no, disappointment. That could have been the goal we needed, but yeah, there's no disputing that. He's well offside, as you can see from the lines. But what a volley with his right foot there. That was a quality finish. If he'd have kept an eye on the defensive line a little better, perhaps we could have been ahead. 84 minutes played now. There is not much time in this game for another goal, but this will either go to extra time or a replay. I'm not 100% sure at this point. It might be a replay, you know. So it would be ideal if we won at home rather than having to go and play away at Telford. But as the minutes tick on, it's looking more and more like this game will finish as a draw. Hargreaves now to Cropper. Cropper, putting a dangerous ball in there, but nobody on Telford's side got on the end of it, and Egan picks it up. Plays it short to Lyons. Now Reed. Reed going for the long ball, looking for Dan Maguire. Burst of pace from Dan Maguire. He's in the box. And he takes a shot. He scores. What a goal. Goal number 5 for Dan Maguire this season. And he runs over to the stands to celebrate that, and rightfully so. What a finish. What a move. Reed there with a fantastic long ball over the top. This is proper low-end football, this. Long balls all day. And what a finish there, just outside the 6-yard box, from a tight angle too. But you can always rely on Dan Maguire. If you're a Blyth Spartan fan, you already know this. You don't need me to tell you. But what a goal. 3-2 is now the score with a minute left to go. 4 minutes of added time. We're going to have to hold our breath a little bit longer. Let's go for more praise. Since we praised them a moment ago and we got another goal, we'll go for more praise. See if we can cling on to this lead for the dying minutes. About a minute and a half left to go now as Leighton Egan picks up the ball on the edge of the 18-yard box. Looks like he was trying for a shot, but it rebounded out for a throw-in. Now Dan Maguire from the throw, passing to Michael Little. Little to Reed. Now the American Des Perez. Now Bradley Fuster. Ball taken away from Bradley Fuster. He lingered a little bit too long on it. And Telford are on the attack. Fanian in possession, playing in Morris. Back to Fanian. Dangerous ball there, finding Cropper on the right wing, and there's a cross. Picked up by Fanian. The move is not over yet. Everything left to play for Telford. 30 seconds remaining, but Blyth are now in possession. Bradley Fuster on the halfway line is taken down by a Telford man there. Number 2, I'm not sure who that was, but the ref has given a free kick, and I'm sure Lang will take his time over this. We are now past when the whistle should have been blown. It's going to go any second. Egan makes a cross. Dangerous looking cross. Didn't quite find Bradley Fuster. And there it is. The full-time whistle has blown. It was messy. It was rough. But we won the match 3-2. And we'll take that because that might be the only win of the session, looking at the fixtures ahead of us. That was messy. That was very messy. Having to score in the 83rd and 86th minute. But I did say at half-time our strikers need to step their game up, and it looks like they did, as obviously Bradley Fuster scoring one of those goals and his striking partner Dan Maguire getting the other for us. Very late goals to turn a match around from a loss to a win. And we're not out of the cup yet. Yes. 20 total fouls. No wonder we got so many... excuse me. No wonder we got so many yellow cards. We got 4, so I think we just avoid a fine. Tony McQuaid says he can't think of anything worth addressing. I beg to differ. I'm going to say... what should I say? What should I say? I can say I'm far from pleased. Oh, they'll react badly to that. The truth of the matter is I'm not very pleased with what I just saw. But let's go with that was a good win, because we need the morale boost. We've had a rough old time last session. So let's end the talk there. They seem to react well to that. Hey, Jimmy No Pro, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. He says, how's Football Manager 19? Haven't played since 14. Oh, man, it's come a long way. I assume people still complain about the same stuff as they always have with the game. But I tend to buy it every year. I always have a lot of fun with it. I do love the match engine. The only thing I think it's lacking is commentary, which is why I do my own. So yeah, I think it's fun. If you like football and you like previous Football Manager games, I'd say it's worth a try. Right, so we are through. We get 12.5k for that, which is great, and this is why we want to stay in the cup as long as possible. It's all about this cup money for clubs at our level. We need that as much as possible. Cold Steel says, didn't realise I yelled out loud on that last goal. My wife called down wanting to know if everything was all right. Oh dear. Well, I'm glad you're getting into it, Cold Steel. So ratings could have been better really, but I mean in the end it turned out all right. O'Reilly getting a 7.2. Cavallo did manage to improve his game a little bit. He was on a 6.3 when I was considering taking him off, but yeah. Deshaun Bernard, very disappointing 6.3 out of him. He got subbed as a consequence. And I'm having issues at the back, to be quite honest. I've got 2 defenders at any one time that are playing all right, although Lang and Kefalis have not got the best partnership with each other. But this third defender, I'm struggling to find someone that's performing well enough there. Maybe I'll have to bring in the lone player, Harvey Smith, which I didn't really want to use him too much because I'd rather develop my own players, because Bernard is quite young and so is Lyons, and I'd rather see them develop. Here we go, Luke Lyons, 19-year-old Scottish lad, plenty of room for improvement. And Deshaun Bernard, as you can see, 20 years old, still room to improve as well. But if they're just not going to play well, I'm going to have to bring in Harvey Smith. And he is a slightly better player as things stand. But we'll have to see what happens. We've got Sutton United next. They're 12th in the table. And I think, if I remember rightly, we're only 11th since we took a plummet last session due to all those losses and draws. Yeah, so they're just one place behind us. They're only behind us on goal difference right now. They're on a -2 and we're on a measly +1. Oh, do you remember the days where we had a +8 goal difference? Yeah, I do. Apparently no longer. Now we're only on a +1. We need to buck our ideas up if we're going to stop our slide down the table. Of course, it's worth remembering this is our first season in this division and the board is only expecting us to fight bravely against relegation. So it's not like they're expecting us to win the title or anything. But as I said many times before, I don't want to settle for a relegation battle. I want to at least try for a fight for a position in the playoffs. It's hugely ambitious for having just been promoted, but you know we play exciting attacking football. We've got 2 talented strikers. Normally, you know, we do fairly well at scoring goals, and scoring goals wins matches. And of course, I doubt there are any other clubs in this division that can boast having a Brazilian attacking centre midfielder. I mean, come on, we've got a Brazilian backing up our front 2 strikers, our 2 men at the front, and surely that's got to result in some goals, right? So we're going to try for the playoffs. I won't be too disappointed, I suppose, with a mid-table finish, but anything lower than that, and I'll be questioning my judgment as to whether I should be playing my tactics a little bit more conservatively. But I don't like to do that. I like to attack. It's exciting when goals are scored. It's not very exciting if you just park the bus and defend and grind out 0-0 draws just to stay up in the division. Not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to go for exciting football. Okay, so the FA Cup first round draw has been made, and we will be playing either South Shields or Southport. Now, what division is South Shields? Oh, South Shields are non-league. Awesome. Southport are in Vanarama National League North. Oh, yeah, we were playing them last season, weren't we? So, yeah, obviously I'd rather it was South Shields, but it seems unlikely that the non-league team will win out in their fixture. We'll have to see what happens. Hey, how you doing, Catch? Good to see you too, mate. Jimmy No Pro says, I remember saves where I'd fly up the leagues year on year and then end up a level way beyond my squad and budget and then proceed to get royally pumped game after game. Yeah, that can still happen, Jimmy. Do you know what? Last year's version, 2018, I found to be, I don't know whether it was just me, whether it was a me problem or not, but I found it to be the hardest one that I've played in a long time to get myself off the bottom rung. So Blyth had just been promoted back into the Vanarama North and I played as them, and it took me something like 7 seasons. I was playing a co-op game with a friend of mine, Harry. It took me like 7 seasons or something ridiculous just to get out of the bottom division. I couldn't believe it. Normally, I'd pick a team from the bottom. It'd take me a season to get promoted, and then the next season get promoted out of the next division, and so on and so on. So either they made things a little bit more challenging, or perhaps it was just that Blyth had only just come up and perhaps their players weren't as good. I don't know what it was, but I really struggled on last year's version. This time around, I've only really been playing this on stream. I've played a little bit off stream months and months ago when it first came out, but most of my time I've spent on this game this year has been streaming it, and it took me 2 seasons to get out of the bottom division, so that seemed more like a return to form. We missed out on promotion in the first season by 1 point. We were 1 point off winning the title, and then we went through the playoffs and we got to the playoff final and we lost 1-0 to York in the playoff final, so we missed out on promotion twice in 1 season. So we very nearly could have gone up. You know, if I'd have done a few things differently, I think we could have got promoted in 1 season. But as it happened, it took us 2. But we're here now. We're up a division. And really, I'm like I said, I'm hoping for playoffs. I don't expect we'll necessarily make it. Not on current form anyway. But if we do make playoffs, I don't expect we'll win the playoffs. But at least getting those extra matches, that extra experience, and lifting the spirits of the team up, lifting the reputation of the club up, will come in handy when it comes to signing players for next season. And then maybe I would, fingers crossed, hope that next season I can make a good run at the title, or at least a promotion spot from this division. But you know, it's always something to celebrate if you can go up through a division in 1 season. But yeah, I'm not convinced I've got the level of players for it just yet. We've made some good signings. Don't get me wrong. We've strengthened the midfield quite considerably with the signing of Des Prez, the American, and Cavallo, the South American, the Brazilian, bringing in a North American and a South American this season. But it's not quite enough, really. I need more than that to strengthen my weak areas. All right, what have we got? We've got Southport. Yeah, that was predictable, and we'll be playing away. Okay. Still, that's not yet. That's not yet. We've got other things to worry about in the meantime. We've got Sutton United now apparently dropped down to 13th, so somebody has moved up above them, but not us. So, excuse me, Leyton Orient, and we actually beat Leyton Orient 4-1 in the first session in this division. They're just behind us. Well, they're on -1 goal difference, and we're on +1. So they're breathing down on X as well. I mean, look at all these teams on 19 points. So it's very tight this early stage of the season. Anything could happen. There's a long old season to play. The Harrys of Leyton Orient. yeah. We at least we crushed them, Catch. Right, system reckons I should be playing cautiously in the next fixture. Well, we're going to ignore that for better or worse. We're at home again. Apparently, we're up against it for this game. all right, that's not really good news, is it? So the odds are stacked well against us. That advice from the assistant manager is actually sound advice. Ordinarily, when the odds are that bad, you probably should play a bit more defensively. But we're gonna try our luck. We're gonna see what happens, and then maybe I'll have to switch up partway through the match if things are looking terrible. Oh man, I really can't be bothered to praise everyone. But then again, we did win. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it because maybe that had a hand in it. Maybe that helped us win. Maybe they were in good spirits because I've given them a pat on the head. Let's do it again. It's so easy to form so many superstitions with Football Manager because there's so many variables in a game like this. You've often got very little idea as to what really made the difference. So you're like, oh, was it this? Was it that? Was it because I had a cup of tea first, or because I sat like this, or because I decided to scream at them at halftime? You never know what goes into making the match go your way. It could be a whole variety of things, but I do have faith in my strategy. Having, had 2 good seasons in the division below with it, one where we nearly won the title, and then the next season where we did win the title. I have faith that this strategy works at this low end of football. The question is, are my players good enough to make this work against teams of the next level up, which is where we're at now? And I really don't know the answer to that at the moment, but we're going to have fun finding out. It was such a promising start, though. This here, we'll ignore the friendlies against all the non-league Scottish teams that we played. But this first session, that made me think, do you know what? We could do this. The strategy's working. We're scoring goals. We're winning games. But then when we hit this, I was thinking, did I just fluke all those wins? Like, was that just the high the lads were on from winning the league last season? And now that's worn off and reality's hit home. Is it going to be more of a struggle? But we'll see. We'll see. Sutton are about at our level in terms of league position, but apparently a stronger team than us in terms of what the bookies have to say. But we're now in what is classed as fair form, having won our last 2 matches back-to-back. And Sutton are inconsistent, which is, it looks like that green line there is giving me the middle finger. How rude. So, yeah, Sutton, yeah, I mean, look at that. Odds are not good for us, even though their form is worse. But here we go. It's all or nothing. Do I want to bring... Oh, first of all, I've got to clear these positions because we're back in the league games now. We're only allowed 5 substitutes, unlike the FA Cup, which gives us the luxury of 7. And what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do I bring Sangare back in, or is he gonna be an oik again? We'll bring him in. We'll bring him in. So Sangare back in the side. Although I did get a message recently about a decline in his ability. Is he 21-year-old Liberian? Is only coming in at 2.5 stars now. So do you know what? It's debatable whether it's worth me playing him. I don't know. He's probably slightly better than Sean Reid. Yeah, we'll stick him in. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I have like 2 hours to cram in my dinner in between streams before I start this one, and I do a lot of yelling, and then my dinner's fighting me. I'm trying to keep it down. I'll try not to be doing any audible burps, or if I do, I'll mute up. Yeah, I'm going to go with Sangare. Bernard, you played like an absolute mong. So you're coming off. Let's give Harvey Smith a run. There he is, the lone player. Where did we loan him from? On loan from Morecambe. But yeah, he's getting the nod this time because I'm just really disappointed. Really disappointed with both Lyons and Bernard at the moment. So let's go with that. Yeah, I'm happy. Let's submit the team. Okay, boys, don't screw this up, please. All right. Well, they play in 4-1-2-3. That's a very common formation, as I'm always saying. Very popular in modern football. But I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it myself. Let's encourage the players and give them a morale boost. Yeah, we'll go with that. That wasn't too bad for a talk, was it? There we go. Managers high-fiving each other before the match. Going for the non-traditional manager greeting. The more traditional being the handshake. I think if I was a manager, I'd be doing the handshake. I wouldn't be going out and going, hey, high five, buddy. I think, you know, you got to show your opponent some respect, but I don't want to be high-fiving them. They might beat us. I might be all bitter about it in 90 minutes' time. Anyway, here we go. We're off. And already the stats are looking in our favour. This is a good start. I'm liking this. Come on, boys. 20 minutes of football played, but we've not had a highlight. 50-50 possession. Here we go. Michael Little crossing with a free kick. Head of Bradley Fuster. Wide of the mark, though. But at least that's a highlight. So we'll take that as a positive. 4 shots on target so far for us. Not a single shot on target for Sutton. So things are looking good. But I'm going to go for a demand more since we've now had about 25 minutes of football. And there's not really a lot happening in spite of the fact the stats are in our favour. Bakary putting in the cross to Ayunga. Oh my God, is that really a goal? Is that really a goal? Out of nothing, Sutton have gone ahead right after I've demanded more. The team has been caught napping. Bakary with the throw, Estrada passing back to him, and then looping over my defence. Ayunga there with a fantastic header, to be fair to him, into the top left corner of the net. And that is very disappointing. Yeah, he's well onside. He's well onside. And number 19, I'm pretty sure that is Harvey Smith is responsible for that. Terrible, terrible defending. Free kick. Oh, my God. No. No. Oh, it's been disallowed. What a relief. I was going to say, I'm still whinging about the last thing. I haven't even had time to comment on Nolan's free kick. But, yeah, well offside there. And we have a reprieve thanks to the linesman. So, yeah, definitely demanding more. Half an hour played and a goal down again. We are leaky at the back this season. Little crossing, from the corner onto the head of Kefalis, but he can't quite find the mark this time. Of course, he did score last match with a good header off a set piece, but not this time. Right now to McLennan, to Mizzaloo. Mizzaloo out wide to Bakary. Bakary crossing. Egan intercepting with the header there. Well defended there by the wing-back Leighton Egan. But it's not over. McLennan to Mizzaloo. Now Beautyman. Out wide to Bakary. Bakary needs closing down, and he is closed down in time. Well done there, that man. Nolan. It's not over yet. Sutton putting a lot of pressure on the Blyth box now, and McLennan in the 18-yard box puts a cross into Beautyman's head, and O'Reilly claims it. Luckily there was no power on that header and we get a reprieve. But man, has this game turned around. I don't know what their manager said to them from the touchline, but he said something that's put a rocket up their asses, because they've gone a goal up and they're starting to look like a team that can play. And on the other hand, we have not really produced much. I mean, on paper, stats, there's not very much difference between us. 4 shots on target each, 50-50. The only real difference in it is that goal from Jonah Ayunga. And it was a good goal. All credit to the lad. Great header. But yeah, we are going for the aggressive halftime bollocking once more. He's a favourite of mine. Who's losing confidence? There's Prez. You see... he doesn't like being shouted at, does he, this American? He's going to have to suck it up and deal with it, because they deserve it. We're a goal down against a team that's below us in the table, although not anymore if the results stand like this. As you can see, Sutton will move up to 8th in the table and we will drop down to 13th. And that is not what I want. Michael Little now with the throw-in. Cavallo losing possession terribly to Bakary, but Kefalis there with the interception on the pass, playing it short to Lang. Back to Kefalis. Lang to Kefalis. Come on, lads, play it the right direction. There we go, thank you. Michael Little on the left wing, the wing back, playing a long ball, finding Dan Maguire in the middle, and what a shot from Dan Maguire! Finishing there almost from the penalty spot. What a finish. Kefalis up to Michael Little. Michael Little, of course, one of the top assisters at this club, assisting Dan Maguire there for his 6th goal of the season. Just inside the 18-yard box, smashing it into the bottom left corner of the net, and Burton was left standard. And a little flip there from Dan Maguire to celebrate. And well-deserved equaliser there for Blyth, I feel. Davies tries to put a shot through, but doesn't manage it, and it comes out. Bradley Fuster on the counter-attack, surging upfield, using that pace, but well tackled by Estrada, is that? And we're back on another highlight for Blyth already. Michael Little. Is he on form this game? Playing it across to his counterpart on the right wing. Egan, and Egan takes a shot himself, saved by Burton. Comes back out to Little. Little can't find his way through the yellow shirts there, though, and is defended and cleared out for a throw. We're going to go for a demand more as Michael Little with the free kick, cross in to Bradley Fuster, who finishes. Oh, but it's disallowed. No. Oh, I can't believe it. Another free kick for Little, but he sprayed it over the bar this time. Should have gone for a cross, Little. You're better at crossing than you are shooting, mate. But I can't believe we had another disallowed goal. Well, I mean, one was for Sutton, to be fair, but 2 disallowed goals so far this game. Suggesting we should be playing a short passing game, but we're not going to do that. We will close George McLennan down, though. As Dan Maguire finds himself in possession, crosses to Bradley Fuster. Thanks to a defensive error, it does get to Fuster in the end, but he can't quite find the target. As the Sutton keeper claws it out for a corner. Dan Maguire now receiving the ball from the corner. Couldn't get the shot away in time from the 6-yard box. And it goes out for another corner. Pressure is on Sutton here as Michael Little steps up, takes the corner. Estrada nods away to Nolan, and that will be the end of that highlight. McLennan now. Oh, intercepted by Cavallo. Great stuff from the Brazilian. What's he going to do with it? He takes a shot. It's not really a good one, though. Straight at the keeper, and it is saved. Now Michael Little with yet another free kick. Looped over. Burton comes out to claim, but he fumbles it. And Harvey Smith knocks the ball over the line. And what a goal. And what a goalkeeping error from the Sutton man at the back. Michael Little there, providing. Burton fumbling horribly. Estrada trying desperately to clear, but it just bounces off someone. And it comes out very luckily for Harvey Smith, the lone player from Morecambe. And he knocks it over the line. We are 2-1 up now. Can we hold on to it? Oh, that was a dangerous looking volley from Oyunga there. Let's go for some praise since we're ahead. Come on, lads. We've got this. We've got this. Fumble fingers says Cold Steel. Certainly was. Cavallo to Des Prez. Des Prez threading it through to Maguire. Maguire can't quite get the shot out. Comes back to Des Prez. Now Egan. Back to the American. Plays it out wide to Egan again. Sangare now. It looks like Sutton have closed us down well, and a little overzealous from Oyunga there in the challenge, taking down Sangare, and that will be a free kick to Blyth. Apparently nothing comes of it, though, since it skips the rest of that highlight. Obviously one of our special Blyth set pieces, which we know are terrible by now. Bakary with the corner out to Nolan. Nolan dangerously on the edge of the 18-yard box, taking a shot there, but it goes over the bar to the relief of Luke O'Reilly and me as well. Yes, let's close down Bakary. He is dangerous. Let's demand more. 10 minutes of normal time remaining. It looks like Sutton are not giving up just yet as they get another highlight. It's now Bakary. Oh, Sangare going in with a vicious looking slide tackle there, but failing to find the ball or the man. Luckily he missed the man, otherwise he could have been off for that. But certainly that close down instruction seeming to be in effect on the Sutton man, Bakary. So now we will have 6 minutes. 6 minutes of added time. Oh my God. They really want to make me nervous, don't they? Seeger. Now, Bolawina. Bakary in space takes a shot. But it's over the bar, tipped over by Luke O'Reilly. It will be a corner. Sangare heads the corner away, only as far as Oyunga. Oyunga needs closing down. Oh, he's passed to Mizalu. Mizalu to Stevens. Now finding Bakary in space. Close him down. Well closed down by Michael Little there, and taking possession away. Playing the ball safely out for a throw. Oyunga. Now Bakary. Bakary can't get the cross past the Blyth man, number 3 there. I think that was Michael Little again. It deflects out for a throw-in. Now Bakary to Mizalu. To Bakary. Dangerous looking cross. Harvey Smith heads away though. Deloney looking like he definitely deserved the nod this match, having both scored a goal and defending well there with that headed clearance. Now Bradley Fuster. We are in the last 20 seconds. Bradley Fuster tackle, but Cavallo picks up the loose ball. Plays in Michael Little on the left. Little tries to beat his man, but he's taken down by Bakary. And that looks like that will be a free kick to Blyth, and it is. Lang steps up, the defender stepping up to take the free kick from the corner of the 18-yard box here, as we are seconds away from the whistle. Oh my God, that was a good free kick for a defender. It was on target. Couldn't hold on to it, Callum Burton there. Butterfingers for him all match, but no goal resulting. However, we do win another game. 2-1. We needed that win against Sutton. That was a valuable win. And in the end, we get 11 shots on target to their 5. And I would say we deserve that all the way. So, yeah, let's tell the boys they were excellent. Good stuff. Wow, what a game that was. I was bracing myself for disappointment there. I thought we were going to come away losing that. Bear in mind, they were the favourites quite heavily as well. We're newly promoted and, yeah, just lower quality team in general, apparently. But sticking with the attacking strategy, exciting football, paid off, at least for this match. And we come away with what I would say is a bit of a scraped win in the end. Only a 2-1 win. But I'll take it, thank you. And that moves us up to 9th in the table now on 22 points. Tied on points with Maidstone. They are ahead of us on goal difference, though. But snapping at our heels are Cambridge, Leyton Orient and Hartlepool. It's a very tight table at the moment, but with us being on 22 points, we're literally just a win away from being being inside of the blue playoff zone here. So for those that might not know, I know there are some people that aren't necessarily football or soccer fans here. So that green spot there, that's the automatic promotion from this division. Only one team gets automatic promotion from the Vanarama National League. This blue zone, another team can go up through the playoffs. And so we want to finish in this blue zone so we have a chance of going up through the playoffs. Not that I think we'll manage it, but that's what I'm aiming for. So being 3 points outside of that, as things stand, is pretty good news for us. Although Cambridge do have a game in hand. They've only played 14. If they win that, they will crawl above us in the table. So that would knock us down to 10th. But we're not far off. We're not far off our target. There's hope yet. But that being said, we're now into tough games. Maguire inspires win. He gets an 8.3, scores a goal, makes a key pass. 100% shots on target. Good man, Dan. Let's give him some praise. There we go. Doyle inspires Spartans, is that right? Captain Lewis Lang has heaped praise on Doyle. It still makes me laugh that I called myself Doyle. I just don't want to get doxed by giving you guys my first name as well. Right, here we go. We've got tough games now. Ebbsfleet United in 5th, York City in 3rd. York, as I mentioned earlier, were the team that denied us, well, we're one of 2 teams that denied us promotion in our first season from the Vanarama North. So we've got a bone to pick with York City. However, it's worth noting we've never beaten York City in this career. We've not once beaten York City, so I know it's going to be a tough game. And plus, they've had a whole season on top of us of being in this division, of signing players of this calibre. So they're going to be a tough team. And there they are, 32 points, tied with Port Vale. They're just behind on goal difference. York are definitely a nightmare for us at this point. Still, we'll give it our best. Cold Steel says, have we gotten any better on corners or set pieces? No. The only thing that's going to improve us at that is having players that are just better at taking them, in my opinion. And I've just not been able to sign any that are good at corners or free kicks, really. They're all pretty mediocre. I have had another tweak at my corner set, my corner strategies. So we're doing some slightly different things from the corners now. We'll see if that makes a difference. I mean, we've scored once in 2 games off a corner, haven't we? If I remember rightly. And I suppose we can count that free kick. Yeah, where the keeper came out and fumbled the ball. I suppose that counts as a goal off a set piece. But I wouldn't say we're a team to fear when it comes to set pieces yet. Once I do, I don't go all out to sign players that are just good at set pieces. I tend to sign good players, and eventually one of those good players will turn out to be reasonable enough at set pieces. So it just hasn't happened yet because we're at the low end of football where everyone sucks. No offense to the guys in real life, you're great. But in relative terms, compared to the Premiership, you know what I'm saying. They get paid the big money for a reason. We just haven't managed to find anyone good enough to really give us an edge with the corners just yet. But I feel like my strategy for it is good enough. I've had that strategy work plenty of times across different Football Manager iterations. So we'll see how it plays out. Right. Ebbsfleet, we're vastly inferior compared to Ebbsfleet, so this is going to be rough. This is really genuinely going to be rough. I'm not sure attacking will see us through on this, and we're playing away as well. I think what I'll do for this match, I think it's just sensible for me to switch things up a bit and play counter-attacking instead. In light of how much better than us I know that team are. I think I will select a counter-attacking strategy. So is cautious the one I want? Yeah, cautious is the one I want. So we're gonna go with this and see how this plays out for us. It does mean I can't get away with using Cavallo because he can't really play flat midfield. He's more of a out and out attacking midfielder centre. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I'm going to switch the tactics for this next game because playing away from home is always tough as well. If I was playing at home, I'd probably just throw caution to the wind and go all out attacking again. But since we're playing away, I expect them to be all over us like a rash. I'm going to go for being a little bit more cautious. Kafalas deserves praise for his recent form. I agree with that. He's been doing well. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, not interested in anything else. Walker's now homegrown. Draper, Hudson. They're all terrible youth players that we have, I think. So here we go. Decent form we're in now. They're inconsistent. Still, that's not enough to give me hope that we can beat them. What I'm looking for here, I suppose, is a draw at best. What I expect I'll get is an absolute hammering. I expect I'm going to get absolutely battered, but we'll see. So Des Perez, I'm going to make Des Perez the attacking centre mid in the middle. Who's going to be the best man for the defensive? Probably Sangare. Actually, Sean Reid. Yeah, let's make Sean Reid the defensive, and then Cavallo is going to have to come off. And it will be Sangare in that role there as the supporting centre midfielder. Obviously, there are many centre midfielder roles, as you can see here. Many, many ways of playing midfielders. At this level of football, I don't trust any of them. I just don't think the players are good enough to pull off those more specialised midfield roles. So I tend to stick to just, centre mid and then either defensive support or attacking. We'll see if this works. This strategy might be absolutely pants, but we'll see. We'll keep Harvey Smith in. He did a good job for us. He's a little bit knackered though, so we might have to sub him at some point. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of Lyons for now. I'm going to bring Nathan Buddle, old club favourite there, although he's massively declining in stats, age 27. I'm going to put him on the bench because if I have to bring anyone on, I don't want to bring one of those youths on right now when they're underperforming. I'll leave them sitting in the corner and thinking about what they've done for a little while longer. Right, so this is how things are looking now. So we've dropped our attacking midfielder back a little bit, so we're a bit flatter there. We're aiming to try to win the ball, turn things around quickly, get the ball upfield to the fast legs of Bradley Fuster and Dan Maguire and just banging goals on the counter. We'll see if it works. Who knows? I've never actually played this strategy. I tweaked it. Was it after last session or the session before? I've tweaked it, but I've never actually used it like this. So this could be awful. We're about to find out, though. And away we go. Harvey Smith is not fully fit. I know he's not. Who else isn't? Egan isn't either. But yeah, we've got someone on the bench for that, haven't we? No is the answer. No, we have not. We've got Evans and O'Hanlon, who are both left-sided. Oh, man. Need to figure out which one of those is best. O'Hanlon's best. Right, so Evans is coming off. Atkinson is coming onto the bench. Glad I spotted that, because that could have bitten me in the ass if I end up having to sub Egan off to give him a bit of a rest and then find, oh, hold on a minute, I don't actually have anyone that can play right wing back. That could have been a disaster. Right, now let's start the match. Here we go. The catch says Google's Doyle. Yeah, you won't find much with that. So, here we go. What? Apparently I've got that labelled incorrectly because I've left it from what it used to be, so I need to change that. That's now 5-3-2. But they're playing a 4-1-2-3. Again, same old formation. We can beat this formation. Maybe not this team, but right, yeah. Carry on from where you left off last match. So go out on a high. You won. You were doing well. Keep up the high level performance. So here we are in Ebbsfleet. Oh, they've got a Doyle. Doyles get everywhere, don't they? And that is a poor effort from them to start the match off. If they're going to be passing like that all game, I'll be happy. All right, Whiteley in the box. Oh, cleared by Des Perez. Good clearance there. That's what we want to see. Brown picking up the ball, playing to Whiteley. Now back to Brown, over the top. Only finding the head of Lang. Picked up by Whiteley. Tackled by Sangari. Michael Little with the clearance. Here we go. This is the counter-style football I want to see. Dan Maguire taking a shot there. Shot fairly early, I feel. He didn't really have good support, so you can't blame the lad. But that was saved and out for a corner, which will be taken by Michael Little. Little puts it in. It's a terrible effort from Little. And now we find ourselves in a counter-attack. But well tackled there by Egan. Ball goes out for a throw. And we have Phillips to Whiteley. And Whiteley being allowed all the time in the world to play the ball to Adams, who takes a shot from outside the box. Looks like a 20-yarder. And what a strike that was from Adams of Ebbsfleet. Absolute rocket into the net here. I don't think O'Reilly had time to realise what was going on. Here we go. Whiteley just given too much time on the ball there. Adams wide open, just inside the D. Smashed it into the back of the net. And we're down by 1 goal already. Let's demand more. Still, I'm not too surprised by this outcome. They are the superior team. Kafalis intercepting the ball from the corner there, playing it long upfield. Couldn't quite find Maguire, and the ball was taken away by Adams. Now Doyle to Oakley. Oakley to Adams. That man's involved in everything, Adams. You have to keep an eye on him. Playing it to Whiteley, who has a crack at goal, but it's a poor effort and goes wide of the mark. So far, we've only had one shot on target. Yeah, definitely closed down Adams. I'm glad the assistant brought that suggestion up, because I was thinking the same. So we're definitely going to go for a demand more. Throw in by Brown, looking for Virtue, but intercepted by Des Perez. Tries to find Fuster, but can't quite. Ball is intercepted, and it's back deep in the Blyth half, but in the possession of Smith now. Playing it to Reed. Tackled by Adams. That man is a star. Oakley now inside the 18-yard box. Put under pressure, but it's Doyle. Doyle with an awful pass, but somehow finding Brown. He's got the legs to make it before it goes off the field. Egan with the header away, only as far as Adams. Shot blocked there, though. Nolan picks it up. Now Virtue. Out to Doyle on the right. Doyle with the cross. Finds Whiteley. Hacked away by Michael Little. And what a timely clearance that was to bring an end to that manoeuvre. Well, we are well and truly under the hammer here, aren't we? The pressure is definitely on. And we're a goal down. And 30 minutes played. Only one shot. We're not producing the shots at the moment, and that's concerning me with this counter-attacking style. Are we giving them too much time, too much pressure on the Blyth area? Adams there. Oh my God. I'm going to have to scout this guy. This guy's a freaking genius. Ebu Adams, 3rd goal of the season. And look at this shot. So here comes the cross from Doyle. Oh, sorry, to Oakley. Now Adams with his right foot guides it home like a laser. Unbelievable stuff. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be scouting that Adams guy. I'm doing it right now, damn it. I'm doing it right now because he's good, man. He's good. He's a ball-winning midfielder from Gambia, 24 years old. Right, yeah. Let's get a scout report on him because, my God, has he been a key man for them. And now at 2 goals down, I don't have a choice about this. I don't have a choice anymore. We can't afford to keep playing counter-attacking football when we're 2 goals down. We're going to have to switch it up. We're going to attacking, and that means going to tactics and doing a little bit of shuffling around just to make sure everyone's in the right position. So there we go. We want Sangare defensive, Des Perez support, and we'll put Sean Reid in the attacking centre midfield position. That's where he played for us for 2 seasons. Until we signed Cavallo, but I think I'll probably end up having to bring Cavallo on as he is a stronger player, given the choice between the two. But let's see if this is going to result in any shots for us first. Let's demand more. We've switched to attacking football, and we've got a corner. It's a good start. Little to Reid. Oh, Reid! How did he miss that? Saved by the keeper there. Reflexes of a cat somehow, keeping it out of the goal. And, well, that's promising. That's looking promising. We've already tripled our shots on target just from switching the strategy up. All right, let's close that. James Brown. Oh, my God. Isn't he a bit old to be playing football? But still, we'll close him down. And we are approaching half-time. Yeah, we'll make that change. Keep an eye on George Oakley. So, yeah, we're going to have to go. Tony McQuaid, tell the boys they did well and their efforts are excellent. 2-0 down. Are you sure about that, Tony? Are you watching the same game as me? Or are you watching someone else play? Because I'm not going to take that damn advice. I'm going to go for the aggressive half-time bollocking. Let's go with... I'm not happy with your performance out there. You were awful. Yeah, you're absolutely awful. Yeah, they're fired up. We're 2-0 down. We need to fix this. And we're going to start the second half. Cavallo will be coming on soon, I imagine. But we'll give Sean Reid a chance to see if he can show us some magic first. Give the Brazilian a little bit of a rest. Okay. This is going to be rough. But to be fair, I did say I'm expecting, at best, a draw out of this match. And realistically, probably a loss, as they are the better team. And it is looking like the bookies are going to be correct over this fixture. And how is Reid doing? He's playing a 6.5. It's not amazing, is it? Not amazing. Like Des Perez is actually playing a 6.3. Do you know what? We'll do a bit of shuffly. So let's go tactics. What I'm going to do is Des Perez is having a bit of a nightmare. So we're going to swap Reid into his position. And then we're going to sub Des Perez off and send him for an early shower and bring Cavallo on. See if we can inject some life into this team. Anyone else doing badly? 6.4 is not really good, Harvey Smith. What is it about this role, this position? Anyone I put there seems to suck. Bradley Fuster's having a nightmare as well, playing a 6.3. I'll give Fuster a little bit longer, but I might actually bring Knowles on for him. See if Knowles can do something for us. Right, let's go tell Cavallo some lies. Yeah, I believe in you. Go for it. There we go. I don't really believe one Brazilian cannot turn around this game for us. I doubt. Harvey Smith's looking exhausted. Oh yes, that's a thing, isn't it? I forgot to keep an eye on that. So yeah, Nathan Buddle's gonna have to come on then. Come on, Buddle. Yeah, let's tell him lies as well. I believe in you, Nathan. Honest, I really do. You're a superstar, mate. Go out there and play good football. Okay, here we go. Can we turn this around with 20 minutes? We'll have to play roughly. Lang stepping up for a free kick. Oh, it looked good, but it wasn't. It went wide of the mark. Unfortunate. Let's go for a demand more. Leighton Egan is looking knackered as well, but I've only got one sub left. So that means I'm not really going to be able to afford to bring Fuster off and Knowles on. I'm going to have to sub Egan because he's already on a yellow and he's knackered. Which means he is at serious risk of getting himself sent off with some lazy tackling at some point. So Wes Atkinson gets the nod as our third and final substitution. I don't normally like making 3 subs. I like to keep one back in case of injuries. But we've got no option here, as I see it. So on he comes. Maybe he can work some magic for us. Maybe he can turn things around. Sweep the leg on Ebu Adams, says Catch. Ooh, controversial. I don't know, like if I want to sign him in future, I don't want him having any niggling broken leg injuries, do I? that wouldn't work out well for me in the long run. I'm definitely scouting him. He looks good. And luckily that highlight coming to nothing for Ebbsfleet, but it's all over for us. Well, all or nothing. We're going very attacking and we're going to push forward. We have less than a minute of normal time to play. It's all out. Everything or nothing. We're going to lose this game either way. So we're going all out attacking for the last dying minutes of the game. And, well, now we are in the final seconds. The ref is about to blow the whistle. And there it goes. We lose that 2-0. Not really surprised about that. 17 shots to our 5. Although they only put 1 more on target than we did. It was, yeah, we were definitely outclassed. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. 2 goals from that Adams guy. What a player he seemed to be. Tony McQuaid. Tell the boys they did well and their efforts were excellent. No, Tony, I don't think you quite get this, do you? We're going to go with an aggressive bollocking. I'm not happy with that. I mean, yeah, all right, they're the better team. We're expected to lose, but honestly, I didn't even score a goal. It didn't even look like they were trying to score a goal most of the time. So I'm going to tell the lads I'm disappointed there. They need to be playing better football. And now, after losing to Ebbsfleet, we've got to go in against bogey team York. Ugh, York City. Not looking forward to that fixture. Ebbsfleet coast past the Spartans. Yeah, of course they do. We sucked. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's been a lot of speculation this week linking you with the vacant Hartlepool post. Are you interested in the job? No, I'm not. I'm sticking with Blyth Spartans. I don't have a Hartlepool shirt. Yeah, I don't think there's much to those stories, really. If there is, that's news to me. See you later. Blyth manager slams team. Leighton Egan leaking to the press there. Well, you're damn right I slammed the team. That was terrible. 2-0 loss. Catch says, assistant coach Tony, this is fine, McQuaid. Yeah, that's his new name. In fact, can I do that? I think I can. I think I can arrange that. There we go. Well, is that going to work? Oh no, that's a search bar, you mot. That's not where I change it. Where do I change it? Is set nickname, that's what I want. Man, it's been so long since I've done that. I'm an idiot. I know. There we go. Tony, this is fine, McQuaid. You have been christened. He's deserving of that. Definitely deserving of that name. A nice one, Catch. Thanks for that inspiration. Why was I trying to type it in the search bar? Why did nobody stop me? Why did you just sit there and let me look like an idiot in front of all these people? Okay, here we go. Let's press on. I just want to get this York match out of the way because I already know I'm not going to have a good time. Kyle Cameron. What were we doing with Kyle Cameron? He looks all right, doesn't he? What even is he? Oh, he's a centre-back. Oh, he's only got 10 for heading, though. It's not amazing. He's 6'3", though. He's got some great physical stats. Yeah, that's interesting to me. All right, we'll add him to shortlist. You never know. At the moment, he's got absolutely no interest in signing for us, but You never know. He might get fired. Right, here we go. This is York. Max Bramley is an excellent option in goal. Hakima Doffin is a good right back. So it's going to be tough for us to score goals against them, is what I'm reading from this. Well, we'll try, though. We'll try. Can't believe it. I mean, yeah, they're fighting for promotion already, though. They've not been in this division that long. This is only their second season in this division, and they're in second place at this point in the season. They've obviously made some signings. They're doing well for themselves. But we'll see if we can spoil things for them. Catch says Tony's a good coach when he's not speaking. Yeah, I'd agree. All right. Their key player is Alex Harris. Let's have a quick look at him. He's a winger. 26-year-old Scot. We can't see too much about him, but he's got a couple of greenies. Pace looks to be decent. And his off-the-ball ability as well. Well, that stands to reason. Wingers do need pace. Not very tall, but again, that's not that surprising for a winger. But we don't know too much else about him. Blyth are delighted. The Blyth Spartans board are reportedly delighted that manager Doyle has reaffirmed his commitment to the club by denying any interest in the managerial position at Hartlepool. Yep, well, I don't want to go to Hartlepool. I'm fine. I prefer the rain in Blyth. So we're up against it in our match against York. It's going to be tough, but the counter strategy, there's something wrong with it. It wasn't quite coming together for us, was it? We only got the one shot while I was using that, so I'm going to have a little tweak and work at that. But this match against York City, although again they're definitely better than us, they're a team that's not long ago been in the division we've just come up from. So I'm thinking of going out attacking them and seeing what happens. Oh, Michael Liddell training badly. That's terrible news. We need him to play well. Oh, Lewis Lang as well. Can you guys that we rely heavily on stop training like idiots? Okay. Yeah, I can't be bothered to talk to the rest of them. I've had enough of you. Yeah, so I was saying I'm going to go out attacking York because they've not been in this division for too much longer than us. Although we've never beaten them. So there is that. But I think it's worth us trying the attacking football. See if we can catch them by surprise. Although of most of the teams in this division, they actually do have experience of playing against us. They did at least spend a season in the same division as us. And I've not really changed the strategy that I was playing back then. If I have, it's only been very minor changes. So they will know what to expect from my club. Cold Steel says, maybe we could scout some assistant coaches. Yeah, I only just brought Tony in this season, I think, wasn't it? I think he was new. I think he was the best of a bad bunch, is the best way to put it. But I definitely look at the end of each season for new coaches. I don't like changing mid-season, though. You can kind of rock the boat a little bit. All right, they're in strong form. Ours is only decent. So, yeah, that's not good news for us, is it? 33 points they're on. Plus 17 goal difference. They've only lost one game, and that was against Port Vale, who are a really good side. Port Vale have only just come down to this division. They were in League 2 the season before. So, yeah, I mean, do I really believe that we're going to be only the second team to cause York to lose a game? No, is the answer. No, I don't really believe it, but we'll try. They have had 6 draws, though, which is why they're not first and Billericay are. So, there's a chance we could draw with them. And again, the draws they've had, most of them are score draws. Only one was a 0-0 against Gateshead. So I feel like the key here is to go for goals. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's get the traditional strategy back in. And we will bench Reed again in favour of Cavallo. Cavallo's 1 yellow card away from a suspension. Well, that's not so bad for us now because Reed can always come in for him. And at least we get to play him now against York. I think the next fixture is a little bit easier than this one. Egan as well, also 1 yellow card away from suspension. Man, do we pick up a lot of yellows. Harvey had a terrible game last match. As you can see, the bar dropping there. 6.4, that's appalling. But overall, he is generally in good form, so we'll give him another chance. Leighton Egan needs a rest. Really needs a rest, but I'm gonna force him to play. So Wes Atkinson will be coming on as a substitute. Bradley Fuster's form has just been dropping and dropping and dropping. So I'm actually going to bench him now that we've got Knowles, who is almost as good. He's not quite as good, but he's almost there. We'll bring Knowles on. Now, why is Knowles not comfortable in that position? What is Knowles comfortable at? Oh, Knowles plays better as a poacher. All right. So we'll switch Knowles and Maguire around. Yeah, that works better. So we'll do that. Yeah, it pains me every time because Bradley Fuster can be an absolute goal machine. But yeah, it pains me every time I have to bench him. But he's just not deserving of his place right now. As you can see, I mean, he's 4 goals all season out of 11 games. Form dropping and dropping. It's not great. I mean, not that Dan Maguire's doing that much better, 6 in 16, but yeah. Sorry, Bradley, you're getting benched. Knowles is on, and that is the team we're going to go with against York. Wish me luck. We're going to need it. All right. Here we go. Encourage the players, give them a bit of a morale boost. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Tony, this is fine, McQuaid. It's there. I love it. Well, that wasn't a particularly great talk, was it? York playing in the red. Blyth here at Croft Park in our home strip. Oh, there's another Liddell on the field. Michael Liddell's now got an M in front of his name. Good bit of passing here between the Blyth players to start the match. That wasn't a bad little run from the kickoff, was it? We've got potential. And Michael Liddell with a throw-in that obviously came to nothing. Let's go for a demand more. Come on, boys. We're at home. Don't let the fans down. Let's at least try to scrape a draw here. Sangare picking up a yellow card. It wouldn't be a football match for Blyth Spartans without Sangare picking a card up of some description, would it? That free kick sailing over the bar there from York, not causing us any danger at all. Is it time for a demand more? It is. Michael Liddell taking a corner, whips it in, finding nobody as usual. Now Kafalis picks up the loose ball. Des Press tackled though. Now Bova playing it upfield to Hoskins. Hoskins taking his time. Christy Davies running through, picking up the loose ball after Hoskins was tackled. Now Adolphin with the cross to Barnes. The head of Barnes and into the back of the net. Marcus Barnes with his 2nd goal of the season. Adolphin there with the assist. And that, to be fair, was good play from York. Christy Davies really needed tackling. Adolphin finding himself in space enough to put in a great cross there to Barnes. And he had all the time in the world to knock that one home. Disappointment. Very disappointing. And this will be the offside watch. And as you can see, it's clearly onside. Nothing to worry about there. Well, that sucked. Not a good start. So they've had... Oh, let's tell Sangare to ease off. Yeah, they've had 2 shots on target and 1 goal already. We haven't even managed to put a shot on target. Very early goal for York. But now 20 minutes of football played and things have not really improved for us. And here's another highlight. Sangare. Oh, Sangare, you're getting a red card, aren't you? Yeah. Sangare picks up a 2nd yellow and he's off. What can I do? What can I do? He just doesn't want to spend a full match on the field, does he, Sangare, this season? He's having serious disciplinary problems. And that's left me in the shit. to be quite honest. Now, what am I going to do about this? I think I'm going to have to move Maguire into the centre. And we're going to have to take Knowles off. So Maguire will play on his own up front, supported by Cavallo. And Knowles is going to have to come off in favour of Sean Reid in midfield. Disappointment. Right, go out and make a difference, Reid. Not that I really think you can at this stage. Still no shots. And now we're really in trouble. Still sticking with attacking right now. Not sure that's wise. Let's see what happens though. Des Perez to Cavallo. Now Reid. First touch of the ball, plays it to Maguire. Maguire gets bundled by four red shirts. And now Barnes is in possession for York. Playing it out wide to Jones. Jones has a look around him, decides backwards is the way to go. Back to Shering, who nods it forward again. Now O'Sullivan. Christy Davies. He had a big part in the goal earlier on. And the ball punted upfield by the Blyth man there, but only one green and white shirt up front now for Blyth. So struggling to find him, unfortunately. Now Barnes, highlight is still going for York. Now Harris to a Dauphin. Come on, close him down, don't let him cross. Cheeky little back heel to Harris by a Dauphin. Harris with the cross to Barnes. Barnes once again left wide open by the Blyth defence. And we have got a serious problem in that position, haven't we? We have serious issues when it comes to defending crosses that are swung in like that. And here we go. Harris this time providing. Over it goes. Yeah, we're going to have a look at that. Something needs to be done. Anyhow, in the meantime, we're going to have to switch things. Let's skip that. We've seen enough of that. Let's just switch to cautious. That is very disappointing. So we are 2 goals down before we've even hit half-time against York. Cavallo picking up a yellow card. I imagine he's frustrated. I certainly am. Let's demand more of the lads. See if we can get them to spring into life. No, doesn't look like it. York still in possession here. Jones to Shering. Now Jones again. Barnes, the goal scorer. I think he's scored 2 goals for them this season. If I remember rightly. Yeah, Marcus Barnes, 2 goals. They're just toying with us at the moment, aren't they, York? They have decided to go for a long ball eventually to Hoskins. And they do manage to find him, even though he was way up and alone. He managed to get to the ball before a green and white shirt could. Harris now to Christy Davies. Now Bova. Out wide to a Dauphin. Harris. A Dauphin. Dangerous cross again to Barnes. This time Barnes failing to find the target. But we are still having serious issues on that side of the field. Now Leighton Egan, what's he got in the bag? He's going for a good old run there. Plays it through to Dan Maguire in the middle. He's in the D, takes a shot. And saved by York's keeper there. And that will be a corner. Michael Liddell steps up to take. Crosses to Maguire. Cavallo. Cleared by Rowan. And Hoskins is through. Oh, he's not got the pace though. Oh, that was lucky. I'm glad Egan managed to get around him there. That could have been an awful situation. He could have been one-on-one with O'Reilly if he'd have had any pace about him, but thankfully he didn't. And yeah, well, I mean, we look to have made a slight improvement since I've switched to a cautious style, but it's not going to be enough for us to win the game. At the moment, I guess we're just playing for dignity and trying not to concede anymore. But, oh, man, yeah, we owe York after what happened in our last match. The last time we played York was in the playoff final, and we lost to them 1-0. So, yeah, I'm going to go for aggressive, go out there and get revenge, lads. Come on. See if that sparks some life into him. Plenty of you are the same players that lost to York in that playoff final. Surely you remember. Surely you want to go out and get revenge. Let's see what happens. Harris to a Dauphin. Christy Davies. They like the short passing game, apparently, York. Just toying with us again. We need to be closing them down more aggressively. Lang with a free kick. Slams it into the wall. Has a second go, but his second attempt was not any better, and that goes wide of the mark. Unfortunate stuff. Egan is getting pretty tired. Going to have to keep an eye on that. Jones takes a throw in for York. Reid heads it away, but only as far as Barnes. Now Jones again. Christy Davis finding space. Bova. Dangerous there. O'Reilly manages to put that out for a corner, which Bova will step up and take. Loops it over, looking for Hoskins. Defended there by Reed, I think. Now Des Prez. Can he burst up the field? He goes for the long ball, looking for Dan Maguire. Dan Maguire is going to get to that ball first, but he's got no support. I don't know what he's going to do with it. I don't think he knows either. Oh, he's played it back into midfield, finding Des Prez. Now Reed. Egan wide open on the right. Oh, he let the ball get too far away from him. Come on, Egan. You need a better touch than that, mate. And that could have been a goal-scoring opportunity for Blyth, but instead, things turn around completely. Marcus Barnes. I think, is that his hat-trick? Does he complete a hat-trick with that? 4th goal of the season, 3 of which have been against us, if I remember rightly. Beating Kafalis to the ball there from the throw-in. Awful, awful stuff from Blyth. That was a terrible throw. And, yeah, Marcus Barnes completes the hat-trick, playing a 9.6. Well, you have to take your hat off to him, the Jamaican. I'm going to scout him. I'm going to scout him. What do I need? Oh, I need to bring the player ratings up for York. There he is, Marcus Barnes. Get a scout report. He's played incredibly well. A pressing forward, apparently, which could come in handy. Right. No, that's the Blyth team ratings. No, stop. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. No, go back to the pitch. Right, I want to close down the York ratings, put Blyth ratings back where they belong, and then we're good to go. Okay, well, where does that leave us in the league table? We'll be slipping down now. That's not good news, is it? So we drop back down to 12th position. Could be worse. We're still mid-table. 24 teams in the league. We're bang in the middle. So I guess that's acceptable. But we're now at a -3 on goal difference. Not really that impressed. And it does seem like we've got a consistent problem with that position in defence. Harvey Smith, playing a 6.3. He's been letting the side down. But it doesn't seem to matter. I've tried 3 different centre-backs in that position now. All of them have failed us one after another. Let's bring Nathan Buddle on here. And Leighton Egan is tired, so we're going to bring Wes Atkinson on as well. Going for well, using up all my subs now. Double sub at this point. It's time to go out there and make a difference. Buddle looked happy. But yeah, I've just got serious issues there. Teams seem to be frequently scoring goals from that position off of crosses, and it's due to my guys at the back not paying enough attention, I feel. Hoskins with a shot. O'Reilly knocks it away. Little keeps it in, avoiding the corner. All right, we're definitely going for a demand more. But yeah, it's a quality problem, I feel, because Lang isn't doing anything different on the left side at centre-back. He's playing the same position, same style, same everything. But he's a much stronger player than the guys I've had playing at in the right position of my central defenders, of my back three. And that really, I think, is the issue. And I did try very hard to sign a much better defender this season, but I didn't manage it. Reed in the box. Oh, goes for the shot, takes the deflection, and it will be out for a corner. Michael Little steps up once more with a corner, looking for the head of a green and white shirt, but failing. Lang in possession though, keeps the move going. Now Nathan Buddle, short pass to Reed. Now Des Prez to Cavallo, and it comes to nothing. What a shame. We've only made 1 shot on target this game. Once more, we are struggling with York, who are, as I said, a bogey team for us for some reason. We just can't seem to get the better of them. But that red card definitely didn't help, did it, eh? Maguire! Maguire, one-on-one with the keeper! How did he miss that? Oh, no. We almost had a dignity goal in the 87th minute, but we're denied by the hands of the York goalkeeper. Michael Little now to take the corner for Blyth. And hope is definitely draining away as we approach the final full-time whistle. Michael Little with the cross. Maguire with a header, saved by Bramley. We're getting shots. We are getting shots. They're not giving up, bless them, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. Harris now on the ball for York. Ah, they've got a little. There you go. B little. Naby. Ooh, dangerous daisy cutter of a shot there. But just wide of the far post. Now a Dauphin deflected to Harris. Harris looping across over, but failing to find a red shirt there. And that will go out for a goal kick. We are in the final few seconds of the game. And there it is, the full-time whistle. We have lost 3-0 at home to York City. Disappointment. And I'm sure the Blyth fans will be pretty dejected and disappointed with that result. Sangari really needs to shoulder quite a lot of the blame for that, in my opinion, because we're against a team that's already got the better of us, is already a tough team for us to face, and he goes and gets himself sent off after 25 minutes as well. I mean, he didn't even manage half an hour of football, 25 minutes. So we had a long old game with only 10 men. And yeah, that really cost us. I mean, we were only a goal down when Sangare got sent off. So that could have gone very differently. We could have maybe clawed that back to a draw, maybe even a win. We'll never get to know now, thanks to Sangare. And yeah, we're going to go for a bollocking. Far from pleased. You all suck. Stop sucking. Who have we got next? Southport away. Oh, FA Cup first round. Okay, we've got a cup game, but it is away. But they are in the division below us, so maybe this will be the morale-boosting game we need. Because after our last morale-boosting cup win, we did get a league win after it. And that's exactly the kind of thing we could really use right now. So we've held on to 12th spot. We're dead centre of the table. And again, a mid-table finish is way above our expectations if we manage that. But we want to win, don't we? We want to win games. We've now lost 7, won 6, drawn 4, and a -3 goal difference. Not really what I was hoping for from our attacking football. I expect a positive goal difference, but we've just been too leaky at the back. That's the trouble. York East to victory. Yeah, Sangari banned for 2 matches. I'm going to issue him a warning for being an oik, basically. Like, stop being a thug, Sangare. Like, learn how to tackle fairly and cleanly, mate. Suggesting we rest Leighton Egan. He's a little jaded and can do with a rest. Well, we'll see. Nathan Buddle reveals Doyle Fury. Yep. Sangare accepts his warning. You're damn right you do. You're going to be lucky to see another match in the short term, because that is one too many times you have screwed us over with your violent ways, Sangare. I remember when we first signed him, he had some issues. In the first few games, he was picking up yellows left, right and centre, and he picked up a red in the pre-season friendlies. But then he seemed to calm down a bit and he wasn't so bad. So I thought, you know, maybe it was just early season jitters. But this season, he's back to his old ways. Oh, and Cavallo has now got an automatic ban as well for reaching 5 yellow cards. Not good. Michael Little had a poor game there, 6.2. Everybody sucked, to be fair, apart from O'Reilly, who got 6.9, bless him. But he's still let in 3 goals. So could have been better, maybe. Billericay manager wins manager of the month. Well, we're not going to win that with results like this, are we? Oh, no worries, Cold Steel. I hope you have a good time, and happy birthday to your grandson. How are our finances doing? Yeah, balance is looking all right, but we need to stay in the cup. As I said before, when your team sucks, when the numbers of supporters you get is low, you really need good cup runs to stay financially afloat. Either that or sell players, and you know, it's tough to sell players for any reasonable amount at this level. So I tend to try for the good cup runs, but we'll see. We'll have to see what happens. So the board is still very pleased with me so far. Well, they should be. We're beating their expectations. I'm not very pleased, though. I want to be doing better than this. Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of support from the players. Fans are disappointed with the performances of Mohamed Sangare. Yeah, I'm disappointed with him too. The fans are right to criticise him. He needs to stop getting booked. Is the simple fact of the matter. Now, Nathan Buddle is a team leader. He's been at the club for a long time, and although he's had about 2 seasons of not getting many games, perhaps bringing him on in a more permanent basis in that centre-back role that we're having trouble with might make a difference. We'll give him a shot. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so Southport. Yep, okay, so Halstead is a good goalkeeper, is what they're telling me. All right, that's fine. Let's hope the defence in front of him sucks, because it doesn't matter how good your goalkeeper is if your defenders can't defend. We're going to put one past him eventually. Okay. Well, leaving Bradley Feaster out didn't really help, did it? And poor old Knowles didn't really get an opportunity to shine since I had to sub him off due to that red card. It kind of ruined everything, didn't it? I'm pretty sure Knowles will be not too pleased with his teammate Sangare after that. He finally gets an opportunity to shine and then almost immediately is taken off after 25 minutes. Disappointment. Okay. Oh, we finished scouting Abu Adams. No, we haven't finished, have we? We've scouted him 40%. That's not finished. He's looking pretty good to start with. We need more accurate information than this, though. So we're going to continue scouting him. Keep scouting, please. But yeah, he was quality. That Adams. If I get the opportunity, that might be a worthwhile signing next season. We'll have to see where he ends up, though. He might be in the division above by then, and there'll be no way he's interested in the likes of us. Cambridge manager's been sacked. Awesome. They're in our division, I think, so that's good news. Any instability at any rival clubs is good news for us. I wonder if we're playing them anytime soon. Ooh, Kefalis is called up for Greece under-21s. Would you look at that? We've got an international. Hey, good man, Kefalis. Although I hope that doesn't mean he's going to be missing games because I've already got enough. I've got enough problems in defence this season. I think it probably will mean he'll end up missing some games for us. I shouldn't really be celebrating that, but it's good news for him. He's had 4 under-21 caps so far. Good for him. Right, where was I? There was something I needed to do, and I've forgotten what it is already. Yeah, never mind. I'm sure it'll come to me if it's important. So, we're playing away in the FA Cup against Southport next. And I think that's a game we should be winning. If I remember rightly, though, I didn't go for any high level of financial incentive for us to do well in the cup for the club, but we'll have to see. Right, their key player is Chris Paul. Chris Paul, he's a fullback, Northern Irish man. Okay, yeah, we don't really see too clearly what his deal is, but okay. We'll have to watch out for those crosses coming in. That could actually present us with problems if that fullback does a lot of crossing, because crosses from their fullback on the right side are going to loop around and be at the position of our right-sided central defender, which could present problems for us, because as you well know, if you've been watching carefully, you know we're having issues with conceding goals from crosses into that zone. Right, here we go. Spartans are slight. Oh no. Southport are slight favourites because we're away. Wow. Well, they're a division below us, but they're slight favourites. That kind of says a lot about the quality of my team, doesn't it? Not really great, are we? Still, we will give it our best. And come on, roll on match day. Roll on match day. Okay. Praise Cavallo. Yes, let's do that. Well done. Train well. Keep training well. Callum Nicholas, don't care about you. Sangare, yeah, you're getting a bollocking. You can have a talking too. Criticise training. Yeah, you're not training well enough. Should criticise his conduct as well, but never mind. We'll leave that for now. Well, the save is happening, so that means the match is upon us shortly. Oh, Billericay. Oh, no. Oh, I only just noticed that. Oh, that's what I was going to check. I was going to check to see if we're playing Cambridge anytime soon. But we're not. The fixture against Cambridge is absolutely ages away. But we've got Billericay. Yeah. This is why this session was going to be rough. We've got to play Ebbsfleet, York, and Billericay all in one session. We're a Maidstone. They're not terrible. Oh, Aldershot are up in 5th, though, so that's going to be rough as well because we're away. Oh, this is a nightmare patch of the season. This is so rough. Yeah, Billericay currently top of the league. Probably going to absolutely smash us. And we're going to be having to play without Sangare and Cavallo. Cavallo's a big loss against Billericay. Oh, man. No, thank you. Still, let's try and enjoy this match in the FA Cup first round against Southport while we can. Hopefully, not a team that's going to be too tough for us. Although, as I said, they are the favourites, but only just. Only just. Here we go. They're in excellent form. They haven't lost in the last 5 games. You're kidding me. Oh, no. That's not what I want to see. Who else is coming onto the bench? Kieran Green, maybe? Yeah, Kieran Green. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Am I gonna stick with this? Should I leave Bradley Fuster out for yet another game? I mean, to be fair, Knowles didn't really get a look in, did he? In the last match. So let's give him one. Let's give him a go. We can always bring Bradley on if we have to. But Harvey Smith, enough of you, mate. Nathan Buddle gets the nod now. So far this season, Lyons has let us down in that position. Deshaun Bernard has let us down. Harvey Smith has let us down. We've only got one more centre back we can try. And that's Nathan Buddle. Is Buddle going to be a strong enough player to stop us from leaking goals from this area of the field? We'll have to see. So he is on the field, and Sangare is allowed to play. I guess he's suspended for the league, but not the cup. All right, well, we'll let him play. Oh my God! Look how many of my players are 1 yellow away from suspension. Jesus, this is brutal. Maguire, Des Perez, Little, and Egan all 1 yellow card away from being suspended. Yeah, perhaps we need to calm down a little bit, but let's just stick with things. I like it when they close people down rapidly and go in hard. It's a good way of winning the ball back, but it's also a good way of picking up cards, unfortunately. And we're on the worst end of things at the moment. Right, 4-4-2 coming out of Southport. Oh, they've got a Liddle as well. Who's this? Adam Liddle. There's a lot of Liddles around lately. They're expected to prove a point. Yeah, they certainly are expected to prove a point. That's good advice from Tony. This is fine, McQuaid. I love that. Thanks for that catch. Right, and we're off here in Southport. The sun is shining. Either that or the floodlights are on. I can't quite tell. Actually, I think this looks more like floodlights. Yeah, it is. It's floodlights. The sun isn't shining. The moon is shining. in Southport. We don't know the difference. Our team's come down from Blyth. We barely ever see the sun. We wouldn't know what it looks like. Little here with the corner. It wasn't a bad corner, actually. It just didn't quite... I mean, he put it into a good place. It just didn't quite find a green and white shirt. Now Brown taking a shot from way out on the right wing there. O'Reilly obviously gathering very comfortably. There's a bit of a wasted effort. Now Lang punts the ball upfield, finding Maguire. Maguire's in the box. He's in space, and he scored a goal. 13 minutes played, 7th goal of the season by Dan Maguire, and the assist provided by the defender and captain of Blyth Spartans this season, Lewis Lang, with one of his classy long balls over the top of the defence there, making the most of Maguire's burst of pace. And that control was lovely to take it around Southport's number 5, and the finish was spectacular. And we are a goal up already. That is good news. We needed something to smile about, and we've been given something. Let's hope things continue as they've started, because I can guarantee the next match is going to be horrific. Right, now Lang. There's Perez in the centre of the pitch. Dribbles the ball forwards. Plays out to the right, finding Leighton Egan, who crosses in. Pretty early cross. Now Cavallo, the Brazilian, in the box, takes the shot, but it's a weak effort. Bounces back out, finding Dan Maguire. Dan Maguire can't quite force his way past the yellow shirts, though. That move comes to an end. Now Hornshaw with a dangerous corner for Southport, but cleared. Back into the danger zone. Charles with a long-range effort there. O'Reilly tipping the ball over the bar. Now a corner to be taken by Hornshaw of Southport. Kafalos, is he going to clear this? The Greek under-21 international. Oh, it feels good to be able to say we've got an international again. I think the last one we had was New Zealand international, wasn't it? In our first season. Right, we need to close down Chris Paul. I'll take that advice. That sounds like good advice to me. Let's go for a demand more. Leighton Egan with the throw. Finding Sangari. Back to Egan. Egan with the cross. Cut out by Dennis, though. Plays the ball square to Paul. And now Brown in possession for Southport. Running upfield. Finding Adam Little in space. Dangerous stuff now. Oh, he's played it well deep back to Riddlehag? Riddlehag. Ridderhag? I can't read that. Ridderhag? Who knows how on earth you say that name. But what? Oh, dangerous stuff there. 2 shots in a row, deflected away, and now it will be a corner for Southport. Hornshaw to take another corner. Des Perez heads it in the wrong direction, but luckily it doesn't go in his own goal. And Little there with a good tackle, taking it to safety. My team have pressured by the feedback. Really, boys? Come on. Is that why they've just been playing so badly for that period? So, on paper, it's not looking good for us, is it? It looks like Southport are playing slightly better, but we've got a goal and they haven't. So, we'll take that. Tell the boys they did well. Alright, yeah, we'll go with this is fine. Okay, they reacted well to that. Let's just hope they don't start slacking off, though, because if they do, we could very easily concede a goal. Lang now, the captain, punting the ball upfield, only finding the head of Dennis in the yellow shirt of Southport. What do I want to go for? I'm going to go for a concentrate. Hornshaw with a cross to Bird. Oh my God, there it is. I told you we could so easily concede. And there it is. Hornshaw's corner, finding Bird, and then it looked like Adam Little was involved. Or maybe not. Ryan Bird has been given the goal off his head. No, Little was just near it. So Bird scores. And there's the equaliser for Southport. And to be fair, they deserve it on paper. Can't complain about that. It's not come out of nothing. And Blyth need to do better. Lang trying to inspire his team, playing a long ball, finding Dan Maguire. Dan Maguire controls well. Across to Knowles. Knowles lines up a shot and he slots it home. And we're ahead again thanks to the right foot of Dominic Knowles, scoring his first goal of the season, assisted by his partner in crime up front, Dan Maguire. And Lang, the captain there, with the long ball that made this move possible. Dan Maguire, brilliant bit of control, cutting inside of the defender there. And Knowles had all the time in the world to line up and take that shot and score a goal. And I'm pleased to have it. We are 2-1 up now, 61 minutes played. And it's not over yet. There's hope. There's hope. Oh, Noble Lazarus taking a corner for Southport, though. Oh, O'Reilly coming out and making that his own, claiming it comfortably and confidently. Punting the ball upfield. Riddle held now to Halstead. Halstead punting it back up the other way, deep into the Blyth half. Brown with the header. Back to O'Reilly. This is like watching a game of tennis. The two goalkeepers playing between themselves, it looks like. This time O'Reilly rolling it out to Lang. And then back to O'Reilly. O'Reilly dribbled out of his box a little bit and then bottled it. Again, another long ball finding Maguire from... Oh, what a goal! Lang again with the long ball finding Dan Maguire. And Southport have fallen for this trick twice now. And here it comes. What a cracking over-the-top effort there by Lewis Lang. And Dan Maguire, calm as you like with the finish, slotting it home. His 8th goal of the season. It's now 3-1. And everything is coming up Blyth right now. Let's give the lads some praise. Cavallo's not having a great game though, is he? Might have to take him off. Might have to take him off, you know. He's playing a 6.4. I think I'm going to take him off. So 67th minute. It's not a bad time for a substitution. So Reed is going to come on and Cavallo is off. Yeah, you've got what it takes, Sean Reed. Go out there and do good stuff. So Southport's still getting more shots than we are. But it's what you do with it that counts. And we've scored 3 goals off 4 shots on target. It's pretty good going, to be honest. I'd say the luck is on our side this match. Lang now with another long ball. Finding Maguire again. Maguire just about holding on to control there. Finding Knowles now out wide to Egan. Egan puts a cross in, looking for Maguire. But Halstead says, no, not this time. And comes out and claims it. Goal kick is taken. Lang cuts it out, though. Back safely to keeper Luke O'Reilly. The sweeper keeper coming out of his area. And once again playing in Lang. Lang to Sangari. Sangari this time with the long ball. Over the top, finding Dan Maguire, who is onside. And he takes a shot. It comes off the post. And Halstead claims it from the rebound. And that was another good opportunity there for Blyth. Let's go for a demand more. Here we are, Lang with the throw in to Maguire. Now Reed. Michael Liddell. Had a bit of a quiet game from what I gather. Now Lang. Liddell again. Most of the scoring opportunities have been provided by my defence with the crosses rather than my wing backs. Liddell now in possession though. Now Reed. Back to Liddell. Can he find a way through? He does. He gets it to Maguire. Maguire turns on the spot and has a shot at goal, but it's a weak effort. And it is saved comfortably by Halstead. Oh, God, here we go again. Lang's feeling pressured by the feedback. But 88 minutes played. We are 3-1 up. Oh, Liddell picks up a yellow. That's bad news. He was 1 yellow away from a suspension, if I remember rightly. So that's not good news for us. He will be suspended now. Lang with the free kick. Oh, bit of pinball going on in the box there. Lang with another attempt. Trying to find Knowles, but defended well by Southport there. Now Buddle, Sangare. Sean Reed turns, plays it out to Lang, who's still upfield after the set piece. Kafalas, Reed again. Sangare. Out to Buddle. Back to Egan. And there is the full-time whistle, and we have won 3-1. We needed that. We definitely needed that. 9 shots, 7 on target. Not as many shots as Southport, but we made better use of the ones we had. Still, twice as many fouls as our opponents. A little bit of an issue. But we won the game, and that's what matters. Thanks to a brace from Dan Maguire and a goal from Dominic Knowles. course, new signing up front for us this season because we were rather lacking in numbers, if not quality, up front. And it gives me an option for putting Bradley Fuster or Dan Maguire on the bench if they're not performing up to scratch. And at the moment, Fuster's not been doing well enough. So Noel's got the nod and Noel's got a goal and he deserved his chance. Tell the boys they did well. Yep, I agree with that, Tony. Let's go with that. Good stuff. Yeah, that was a great win for us. That's right, Catch. We needed that. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup. Good money. Let's see how much we got out of this game. Billericay, 0-0 with Ebbsfleet. Interesting. Okay, we're through to the second round. Superior finishing provides cutting edge for Blyth. Yes, it was superior finishing. We got 18k for that. Nice, that's good money. Good money. 18k. It's only going up from here. Now, at some stage, we need to hope we get drawn against the big club, which obviously we'll lose to. But the money that will come in from that match, that's what we're after. But we've got to get through. Probably got to get to the next round. So let's hope we get a generous draw in the second round so that maybe we can progress even further. Okay, yeah, Liddell and Egan both knackered. Blyth, led by superb Maguire, getting a 9.1 rating. Awesome stuff from Dan Maguire. 2 goals, 1 assist, 5 shots, 100% on target. And 72% pass completion. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not terrible for a striker either. But yeah, he's definitely getting some praise for that. That was good stuff, mate. Good stuff. So, next we have Billericay. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to end on a high of finishing against Stockport, but I might just play this Billericay game. Right, where are we at? Scouting Marcus Barnes. Ah, yes. He seemed pretty decent when he played against us, didn't he? Pressing forward is his ideal role, and that could come in very handy for us. Lack of determination and limited skill. Not great, but we're going to keep scouting him. Only 55% scouted so far. Again, no interest in coming to the club as it stands. Not really surprised by that, but you never know what might happen in the future, as I'm always saying. And there's Michael Liddell's suspension. He's got a 1-match ban. It only applies to the FA Cup, though, but it's not great because we need the best side we can to keep progressing through the FA Cup, particularly as the next round is going to be even tougher than the last. Post-match against Southport. So Cavallo, yeah, we subbed him off because he was just underperforming, unfortunately. But Knowles and Maguire doing very well up front there. Lang as well with the assists. I think he got 2 assists. But yeah, he did well. Highest pass combination was Lang to Maguire. Good stuff. That's what we were getting the goals from. Lang hoofing it up, Maguire running on, and then getting a shot opportunity. That was definitely our winning strategy there. Right. I don't want to play Billericay. Don't make me play Billericay. I've got to. Man up. You can do this. No, we're gonna lose. I mean, we really struggled against Ebbsfleet and York, and Billericay are a better side than both of those, I think. And their league position certainly suggests that to be the case. Ugwu, target man up front. He's the man to keep an eye on, I suppose. Yeah, 4-4-1-1. Okay. So, interesting. So they don't really have a lot of bodies up front when they're attacking. They're quite a balanced or fairly defensive side. I don't know. It depends how you want to look at it. In terms of modern football, they're fairly defensive. In terms of classic football, 4-4-1-1's fairly well balanced. Not really much different to 4-4-2. which is one of the most balanced formations of the ages of football. But here we go. Here's the draw. Oh, moment of truth. Who do we get in the FA Cup in the next round? Come on. Give us a good one. Give us a good one. Needs to be someone we can beat. We've drawn Crawley. That's not good. Crawley are a league above us. They're in Sky Bet League 2. But that being said, they're only 17th. They're only 17th in the table. So it's not as if they're one of the best teams in the division. They've lost 8. They've got a minus 11 goal difference. So perhaps our attacking football, we might be able to cause a shock. If they're weak at the back, we could pull off a giant slaying feat here against Crawley. But it's not really the draw I was hoping for. I was hoping for someone, at least in our division, or lower. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not to be. We've got Crawley. It's a shame. At least we're at home. So, you know, there's that going for us. And that means our match against Aldershot has been rearranged. Okay, I'm fine with this. Now let's press on. Let's do this Billericay game. What's next session going to look like? If we do Billericay now, what's next session going to be like? Kingstonian, they're 21st. No, yeah, they're 21st. So, yeah, they should be pretty sucky. Then we've got Maidstone. They're about our level. Then we've got Crawley. Yeah, cup game, but division above. Then we've got Bromley, 17th. So next session, Harrogate, 18th. Next session could be pretty good, actually. So, do you know what? I think I do want to get Billericay out of the way now. Let's get all the disappointment done for now. Because we've got good chance against those teams I've just looked at for next session. They're not all super teams in this division. They're certainly what I would consider to be beatable as long as our morale isn't in the floor. And our morale's not great at the moment, but we'll see. See how we can get through this game. I mean, if we get a draw or a win against Billericay, we'll be in a great position for next session. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's probably not going to happen, is it? They're looking very, very strong. I mean, not only are they top of the table, but they're pretty comfortably top of the table as well. 43 points. Next closest to them is Port Vale on 38. Billericay are a force to be reckoned with. Only 1 draw and 2 losses all season. It does seem pretty unlikely that Blyth Spartans are going to be the team that's going to beat them, but we'll give it our best. And we're playing away. Oh, man. It didn't really work out for me last time. I went out and played counter-attacking. It only resulted in 1 shot on target in all the time I used that, which was pretty disappointing. Right, Lyons and Bernard, you are available for the reserves now until further notice. Let's make Buddle unavailable. And Dominic Knowles scored a goal, so he's going to get another game. So I'll make him unavailable for the reserves for now as well. Gabriel Osho looks to be their key man. He's a central defender. Ah, man. He's a Nigerian, 6'1". He's going to be a scary guy to get past, isn't he? Hopefully he's not too quick. That's what we've got to cross our fingers for. Maybe Dan Maguire can use a burst of pace to get past him. Right. Oh, well. Billericay. Yeah, they got the money. They got the money. That's why. Billericay, York, Leyton Orient. They're the big spenders. And then, of course, there's Blyth. We spent some money too. But I saved a lot of money before I spent any. I did a couple of seasons of saving. It's not like we're a rich club. We're very much not a rich club. So assistants are suggesting that I play very defensive for this next fixture. And honestly, that's probably a good idea. Billericay should face little, if any, problems in overcoming what a vastly inferior opposition in the shape of Minnows Blyth. I'm not offended. It's true. We really are. vastly inferior next to them. Blyth faced the impossible. Wow. Really, really helping big up our chances, aren't they, the press? Okay, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to go out attacking to start with, like a crazy person, even though I know it's probably a bad idea. And then if we concede a goal, we'll switch to defensive. If we score a goal, we'll stick with it until things start going bad. Let's try that. I just need... The trouble is, my instinct when things go bad is because I know how this game can be. So often, if you stay the course, things can turn around. And I'm like, oh, well, I've got a goal down, but if I switch now, I might regret it because I might score a goal in the next 20 minutes or so by just staying the course. And so sometimes I end up not switching my strategy when I really should have switched my strategy. So let's try and be disciplined. We know this team are much better than us. We absolutely know it. So if we go a goal down, I need to switch to a more defensive approach. I've said it. We've got to do it. We've got to stick to it. Because, yeah, Billericay are going to be all over us, aren't they? Catch is saying, so you're saying there's a chance. There's always a chance. There's always a chance in football, Catch. You never know. We might catch them by surprise. They might be expecting us to just park the bus, play negative defensive football, pass it short, do nothing with it, play boring stuff. And if they're expecting that, and suddenly we're going out like lightning and, you know, long balls, direct football, smashing in crosses, smashing in shots, we might catch them out. You never know. But, yeah, my gut's telling me, no, this isn't going to work. This is going to go bad. But screw it. What's the fun in not trying? Okay. The match is upon us. This will be the last match of the session. Let's hope it's a good one. It's not going to be a good one. Why do I keep saying stuff like that? Okay, here we go. Yeah, oh my God. Oh my God. Well, they have drawn 2 games recently. They've drawn a couple of games. We might get a draw. That's possible. I doubt it, though. So, we're down in 13th in the table. They're in first. Huge gulf of talent between the 2 teams as we go into the match. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, things are even worse because we've got a couple of suspended players as well. So we're going to have even less talent on the field. Just need to clear these positions after that cup match once again. There we go. So, Cavallo is off. That means, oh dear, Nicholas. Really, am I actually going to have to put Callum Nicholas on? He's not played football for us in a long, long time. And you can see why. His technical stats are absolutely terrible. Okay. So, Reed gets the nod in attacking centre mid. And, Sangare. Sangare. Why? Why are you so dirty? Who am I going to bring on? I think Kieran Green is probably my best bet here. So, yeah, former captain Kieran Green gets his first go at first team football in quite a while. Alongside Des Perez. They've not really played together much, so no chance to have formed a partnership. It's going to be rough. Oh man, it's not even over yet. I've just noticed Kefalis as well. I've just seen that. Oh man, so I'm missing 3 first team players. We're playing away to Billericay. This is going to be bad. I'm telling you now. So Kefalis, as I said earlier, he's away on international duty. I thought that might mean he'd end up missing some football, and it looks to be the case. So, well, I guess Harvey Smith gets the nod. He's going to be playing in that position as he's the best suited to that role out of my remaining players. This is going to be interesting. Your starting lineup looks like a bowl of cherries, says Catch. I can see what you mean, yeah. Oh, God. Right, here we go. Submit team. This is not going to go well. Sorry. I left Kefalis on the bench by accident. Who should we give the nod to then? Let's go with Lyons on the bench. He's not had a game in quite a while. He's had plenty of time to think about what he's been doing wrong. Right, 4-4-1-1 being played by Billericay here at the new lodge. And of course we're playing off our usual 5-2-1-2. Pick off where they left off. What was our result last game? Oh, we won, didn't we? So yeah, let's try that. That works out. We'll go with that. So, here we are. Oh, it's raining. That's good news for us. We like the rain. Feels like home when it's raining on the Spartans. Let's see what happens in this first half of football. So far, Billericay passing around fairly well. Interesting start for the first highlight. Comes to nothing in the end, though. And here's Knowles. Oh, almost taking the ball away from Osho. Or Osho. Pritchard now in midfield. Playing it long to Kuyar. Let's go with Kuyar. Now Jackson. Jackson with the cross. Finding good Willie. To Pritchard. Saved by O'Reilly. That goes out for a corner. That was dangerous, though. That was very, very dangerous. Let's go for a... oh, man. What am I going to go for? Tighten up. Let's see if that works. Cool on the ball now to Smith. Smith back to Cool. Smith again. Now Barrett getting shut down by the Blyth defence there. Good stuff. Well defended, lads. We should play more direct. We're already playing pretty direct. I think we're on mixed, if I remember rightly. Little with the free kick there, claimed by Vickers though. Our usual poor effort at set pieces. Now good Willie on the counter for Billericay. Puts in a cross to Barrett. Barrett's in space, hits it first time. Good save by O'Reilly though, and cleared away out of play by Egan. Now a corner for Billericay. Barrett takes, Smith with the header away. Cool keeps possession for Billericay. Back to Barrett. Now Clark. Barrett. Clark again. Smith to Pritchard. Pritchard finds a bit of room to whip off a shot with his left foot. But it's quite high and O'Reilly ends up tipping it over the bar for another corner kick. Taken by Barrett this time. Now Pritchard. Oh, shoved down there very cynically by Des Prez. He's lucky if he gets away without a card. And he does. Somehow Sweet talks his way out of that. Barrett takes the free kick, thumps it into the wall, and it goes out for a corner. No, Good Willie's not my player, Alto. He's for Billericay. That's more up your neck of the woods. I think Braintree were knocking about. We've seen Braintree. I think, did we play him in the cup or something? I'm assuming that would have been your home side. Okay, now Smith. Let's make that change. Good Willie with the shot there. O'Reilly with the save. And yet another corner. We've not conceded yet. 30 minutes of football played. We have been under pressure, but we've not conceded. That being said, we've only actually had one shot. Oh! Thought I spoke too soon. Right, let's pull things back for a bit. Let's go cautious. Green taking a corner. Maguire. Oh, Maguire. Poor control there. And the ball kicked away by the Billericay defence. Now good Willie on the halfway line. Playing in Kuyar. Kuyar with the ball over the top looking for Barrett. He will find him. Barrett in possession in the box. Crosses. Lang clears. But it's not far enough. And Barrett. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Barrett had 2 attempts there. First one saved by O'Reilly. Second one somehow taking a deflection and going out for a corner. That was tense stuff. And Billericay really should have had a goal from that. I'm going to go for a demand more at this point. So we've switched to cautious, hoping to catch them on the counter. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but we'll see what happens. I did say I'd switch if we concede. We haven't conceded yet, but I was starting to feel like we're about to, so I've made the change. Not sure it was wise. It has slowed things down a bit as we're going into half time. I seem to be getting less highlights, but we're not getting any either. Honestly, a draw against these guys away from home would be spectacular for us, but I don't know. It's not looking great, is it? Look at these stats. 1 shot in 45 minutes of football for us. Tell them they are doing excellent. Yeah, well, they are doing really well. To be fair, I agree with Tony, this is fine, McQuaid there. Because the lads are doing well to have not conceded. But I do kind of feel that's more down to bad luck on the part of Billericay rather than good defending from Blyth. But we'll see. As we kick off in the second half, Des Prez playing it short to Smith. Back to Des Prez. Smith again, safely to Lang. And that's the end of the highlight. Let's hope that's not the last time we get to see ourselves on the ball. Catch says O'Reilly standing before a firing squad right now. That is a good way of describing it. He's certainly under pressure, but he's playing a 7.2 now at the moment. O'Reilly, I've been so pleased with him as a signing. I mean, he doesn't look that great on paper, but he's done good things for the club. He's definitely been worthwhile. Here's a highlight for what looks like Billericay. Barrett on the ball. Playing it long, looking for Ugwu. Finds Ugwu. Have we got the pace to close him down before he shoots? No, we haven't. But O'Reilly saves again. Ugwu still in possession in the box. Good tackle by Lang. And Egan away. That was good defending. We'll give the boys that. That was good defending. Egan's playing a 6.2 right now. That's bad news. He needs to really sort himself out. See if I can go for a demand more from Egan specifically. Come on, Leighton. What are you doing, mate? Let's confirm that shout. And play on. Because he needs to buck his ideas up, or I'm going to end up taking him off. Des Prez on a 6.3. That's not good either. And he's on a yellow. I have to keep a close eye on the next few minutes of football. Goal kick comes out. Lang picks it up. Lang playing back safely to O'Reilly. What's O'Reilly going to do with it? He plays it back to Lang. Lang, are we going to get a long ball special out of him? No, we're not. Plays it to Michael Little. Back to Lang. Come on, Lang. We need one of your long balls, mate. Des Prez. Des Prez going for the long ball. Finding Leighton Egan. Maybe. No, not quite. Bubble picks up the loose ball, though. Thumps it into a blue shirt. Smith picking up the rebound. Thumping it upfield again. Although none of these balls are finding green and white shirts. This is not really good enough. And possession is still firmly in control of Billericay. Now Ugwu is through. Again, taking a shot. It's a poor effort, though, and Luke O'Reilly will claim that. And we are still clinging on to this 0-0 scoreline. Ooh, what's going to happen here? Des Prez is already on a yellow. He's going off, isn't he? He's going off. I should have taken him off. And there's another red card. We are getting FM'd. All right, so Reed is going to have to pull back to midfield. What do I want to do? We're already playing cautious. I'm going to go defensive now. I'm not going to go full-on very defensive, but we'll go defensive. That's bad, though. We've still got 20 minutes of football to play. With 10 men, we're already under pressure. Let's demand more. Oh, Billericay are looking disinterested. Their manager said something wrong to him. Let's see if that can give us any glimmer of hope. Clark picks up the ball in midfield for Billericay. Plays in Bramall. Now Smith. Back to Bramall. Now Nooble to Smith. Nice little triangle of passes going on here. Barrett involved in it as well. Bramall with the cross. Finding Broom. Oh, is that a penalty? It is a penalty. Oh, no. It's all going wrong now, lads. It's all going wrong. Ugwu steps up to take the penalty. Luke O'Reilly! What a save! What was I saying about that man at the back? He has been one of my best signings, and he saved a penalty, and not for the first time in his career. That is a crucial penalty to save, and that has surely got to spur the Blyth players onto greater things at this point. Let's go very defensive. We're under so much pressure now. We have got 10 minutes of football to survive. Luke O'Reilly with another key save there. Oh, it's all on us now. It is all on us. Kieran Green is knackered. He wants subbing off. I can't sub you off, mate. You need to stay on. You need to fight for this. Show your determination. Show them why you were a former captain. Oh, Noble with the header off the bar! Unbelievable. It's close shave after close shave right now. I can't believe we're still clinging on here. Let's demand more. Come on. Come on. 2 minutes of normal time. Less than 2 minutes to play. Dan Maguire. Knowles is through. Can he crack a shot off? He can, but it's not on target. Unfortunately. But we have got a corner. 3 minutes of added time to be played. Kieran Green stepping up to take his first corner in a very long time. I wonder if he's gotten any better at them. I doubt it. Let's see. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad. Almost finding a man in white and green, but headed away by the Billericay defence. It will be a throw-in now for Blyth, and I hope we take our time over this. Michael Liddell to Dan Maguire. Liddell to Reid. Reid, work some magic, mate. Work some magic. Out to Kieran Green. Kieran Green to Leighton Egan. Let's have a cross, Egan. Let's have a cross. In it comes. Looking for Maguire. Oh, knocked away by Clark. It wasn't a strong header, to be honest. Bramall now bringing the ball upfield for Billericay. Playing in Smith. We have less than 2 minutes to go before the full-time whistle. Oh, man, I can't do another shout. Noble. Oh, good block there by Egan, I think that was. Now Cool to Barrett. No, not like this. Not like this. Jackson on the ball on the right. Goes for a cross, but blocked by the Blyth defender. That was a fantastic block. We are clinging on. We are clinging on by our fingernails here. Barrett to Cool. To Smith in the middle. Smith has a shot, but it takes a deflection off the Blyth defence. Once more, keeping out another goal. And it's a corner. Barrett stepping up to take it. Now Cool. Barrett in the box, whips off a shot, but it takes a deflection off a blue shirt and goes out for a goal kick. And I hope you can see the relief on my face after that. Take your time over this goal kick, O'Reilly. Take your time, mate. Oh, it's all over. We've managed a draw, and that feels about as good as a win in this situation against the team top of the league. Absolutely all over us. Moneybags Billericay. And somehow we have scraped our way through that game and walked away with a point. We will take a point from that very, very happily. And let's just remember, that was with 10 men for the last portion of the game. So 20 minutes of normal time played with just 10 men against the top of the division side. We only managed one shot on target all match. But boy, we did a good job at the back. And Luke O'Reilly, if Luke O'Reilly doesn't get man of the match, I'm going to submit a strongly worded letter to the FA because he definitely deserves it. Playing a 7.8 there in goal. He saved our skin so many times and saved a penalty as well. Let's not forget, Ugwu took a penalty in the 78th minute and O'Reilly managed to keep that out as well. He was on form and then some at the back for us today. What a game. What a game. Luke O'Reilly. Oh my God. They did well. Yeah, I'm going to passionately tell them, well done, lads. You've proved a lot of people wrong in avoiding defeat out there because, yeah, I mean, nobody smart would have put money on Billericay not winning that game. Nobody. And somehow we've managed to scrape a draw. What a result. And yeah, all done by basically scraping and scabbing our way through it, dropping to defensive, dropping to very defensive for the last 10 minutes as well. Really doing something I don't normally like to do when playing Football Manager, but we parked the bus. We parked a whole fleet of buses in front of our goal for the end of that match, and it paid off, and we scraped ourselves a point. So we do drop a position in the league table. We are down from 12th to 13th, but it's a point, and a point is good, especially since, you know, it's our first season in this division. A point against the team that's top of the league is amazing for us. We are only the second team to scrape a draw against Billericay. Harrogate also getting a 0-0 against them. Yeah, and they've only lost 2 games, one to Port Vale, one to York. both quality teams, those teams sitting in second and third. So really, we've pulled off something quite spectacular there. And that is a good enough high note, I feel, on which to end the stream. We've overrun by a fair bit, but never mind. I feel it was worth it. And we got a draw that I honestly didn't believe we were going to get, especially not with 10 men. Especially not with 10 men. Unfortunately, though, Des Perez, thanks to that sending off, will be suspended. So let's give him a warning. That's very frustrating. We play a little bit too dirty, if I'm honest, but you know, it's the way we're doing things. I'm sticking with it. It most of the time works out for us. It just means we end up rotating our squad a little bit while people are suspended, but yeah, you know, whatever. But yeah, what a finish. So next session, we will be back next Friday at the usual time of 9 p.m. UK time. I think, is that roughly around 5 p.m. Eastern? I think it's something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys in the States and Canada. But yeah, we'll be back for more Football Manager then. And exciting stuff. So not really a bad session, to be honest. We managed to start off the session with a couple of wins. Then we had a couple of losses against teams that, yeah, by all rights, we have no chance of beating, in my opinion. Then we got another win and a draw against Billericay. So all in all, the strategy just about holding out for us. So we will be sticking with it. And next session we'll return with a home game against Kingstonian, who are all the way down in 20th in the relegation zone of this division. Oh, no, they're not. They're just outside. Sorry, 21st is relegation. They were 21st before the last match. But yeah, they're now 20th. But they're only just 1 point above relegation. So maybe we can see if we can put them back in the red zone. I will certainly hope to be winning against the likes of Kingstonian. And then we've got, Maidstone. Should be a relatively straightforward game as well. And then, of course, that cup game against League 2 Crawley. That is going to be a trial of fire. We'll see how we get on, though. But thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate you all being here. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you'll catch me in the next one next Friday. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget, please give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but depending on what you thought. And subscribe to the channel for more content like this. For now, I'm out. I'll catch you tomorrow for more Battletech Extended 3025 mod. I'll be back at 3 p.m. UK time or 10 a.m. Eastern. Hope to see you then. Thanks again, and see you later.